pockets on me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake, just tape to the food, I make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you fake your face. Pull up in the church in the rave, you know I'm going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Sean. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You don't want smoke with any. With any. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Big go, big eye, big go, big eye, big go, big eye, big go, let's go, big eye.
I need bass, attention on me, call me bae. Money bass, it took my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway, lowly humble, which one lasts? The demon stepping, blew no thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let grace, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strength. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my way. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Big go, big eye, big go, big eye, big go, big eye, big go, let's go, big eye. I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like ellipticals, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical, need no rituals. Grace of God is on continual, my boy. A2000 EST OCOEE. Yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, hey. I need peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog, ay. Birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I will never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom, why you simping, for real? Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision, then you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different, same book, but the pay's different. The pay's different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turner signal on. So they see me coming, they still can't see me coming.
All right.
Only two things that I need is peace.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
I need everything.
Let's get it. Happy Monday.
I need peace.
Let's go. Let's go.
I need everything.
Let's go.
They're like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is where.
Let's rock and roll.
I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them.
All right. How's everyone doing? Welcome in. Happy Monday.
Flow Electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price and had no escape.
Let's do it.
Yeah, no plan.
Clubhouse, what's poppin'? How we feeling? We got motion in the Clubhouse. YouTube's a little sleepy, but Clubhouse got motion as always. Let's go. Let's go. W's in the chat. Let's run it. Thank you, Lord. All right. Y'all ready? Let's run it. Let's run it.
Even when I'm out, soon as I land, back to the beach, back to the sand, back to the only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need
okay.
Peace,
love. Let's get to it. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's do this. Let's do it. Good to see you guys. Captain in the building. What up, Shubs? What's goody? What's goody? What's pop? What up, Pablo? Daniel King in the building. What's good, Daniel? Nate G in the house. Yo, yo. What up, Wayne? What's goody? DJ Scratches is here. What's poppin'? What up, Wokey? Pablo, Big Q in the house. What's going down, boys? Boys and girls. Yanosh in the building. What up, Yanosh? What up, Serge? Matt's in the house. What up, 3 Ants? Jason C in the building. Happy Monday, bro. Good to see you. What's up, Jeff? World Beast, property coach. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Luffy? What up, Vince? There he is. There's Vince. What's goody? What's goody? What's up, Angela? What's good, Jameel? How y'all feeling, man? Happy Monday, everyone. Good to see you guys. Let's get started. Let's get started. Sunboy in the house. What's going down? Welcome, everyone. Welcome all the new members of the Clubhouse. Welcome to all the new members of Time D Trading. If this is your first live stream here, spam a W in the chat. Let us know who you are. And let's get to it. Let's get to it. It's the start of the week. And we're ready to move. We are ready to move. Just give me 1 sec. There we go. Perfect. All right. Andy, good to see you, bro. What up, Killshot? Trizzy. It's good. Trizzy, what up, Cannon? Mason in the house. What up, Mason? Big Aaron is here. What up, Ron? Ron Sim Z in the building. What's goody? What's up, Basic? All right. Well, let's get started here. Welcome in. Let me pray for y'all. Is that cool? Can I just come on here and just pray for y'all real quick? Wishing you nothing but the best. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and give thanks for the opportunity to do this here today. And I would love to send a blessing your way. So let's do this. Father in heaven, Lord, we thank you for this opportunity, Lord. It's just another day to rejoice, to be glad in it. Lord, I pray that you would shift the minds from negative to positive, Lord. We thank you for the work that you're doing, just to be able to gather here together, to sharpen each other, to impact and inspire each other. Lord, we're just grateful. We ask for nothing, Lord. We just thank you for all that you've given us. We know that we have everything we need, Lord. If you've given us a vision, we have everything that we need for it. So we thank you for it, Lord. We just pray that you would allow us to tap into us, Lord. Allow us to soak up your knowledge and your wisdom. I pray that you would speak through this microphone, Lord, through me, and get the job done in the hearts and in the minds of those in attendance and all around the world. So we thank you, Lord. We ask that you go before us this week, lay your blessing upon it, and we just give you the glory. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, let's do it. Let's get started here. Yes. You know what? I'm about to change the thumbnail here to day trading / personal growth and development / leadership skills / becoming the 10.0 version of yourself / being the best you can be / striving for the best life out there, right? I think that's what we're gonna have to rename the live stream here pretty soon. But this is getting much deeper than day trading, and it's so cool to see all the success stories, all the victories that are taking place on and off the charts. We know that victories off the charts are also victories on the charts, and vice versa. So how you do anything is, or how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So let's lock in on the best versions of ourselves, and let's continue to sharpen that axe day by day here, and today's no different. So what is today? Today is Monday. It is the 21st of July. So we're cruising, man. We're almost through the end of the month here. We got a couple more days. I think we got like another week and a half, right? About that. Yeah, maybe even just a week and a half or so, and then that's it. August, we go, right? So another month that's just flying by, and I hope that you did well this month. I hope that you learned, that you followed the plan, and if you didn't, I hope that you make the adjustments next month to have a different result, really, because that's what it is, man. You can't get a different result with the same exact actions and habits, so you're gonna have to switch those things, and hopefully we can help you out a little bit here. So anyways, no news here today. We're pretty clean. There's not much news here tomorrow either. Wednesday, we're pretty straight as well. It's not until Thursday, which we're going to have like PMI and all that stuff come in. Let me just grab these tools. And then that's pretty much it, I think, on the week. Yeah, Thursday, we got 8:30. Yeah, 8:30 news here. You got unemployment claims. You got 9:45 news here as well, which is the PMI stuff. And then just a few more things going on, but that's about it. And then Friday's pretty clean. So I think Thursday is really the only big red folder day we've got here this week. So yeah, we should put a bow on July pretty nicely here. So let's go ahead and dive into the charts. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis. If you guys can, give the stream a like for me, sub to the channel, join the family, and let me know how the music is. If we need to lower this music or not, let me know. Today's my birthday. Let's get it. It's Plan G. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. Talk to me about the music real quick. A little bit lower? All right, cool. Let me lower it. And then let's rock and roll here. Okay, cool. So we got NY open upon us. So let's talk about gold. This is gold. This is the daily time frame, and we're about to get into it here. So it looks like Friday we did end up closing bullish, right? So we ended up closing bullish. Gold has been a bit like just choppy here, right? Like this whole, I would say this whole box right here is just a big chop fest. You have price kind of rejecting here, trying to move back up, going all the way down, closing bullish, breaking the highs, driving all the way back down, creating support, moving up. It's been a wild ride, man. Like literally fake out right here, back down, back up, right? You would think off of this candle we would kind of push up, but we don't. We come down, we break the lows. It's just been a mess right here on the daily time frame. But Friday's candle, you did end up closing bullish here, and that means that you did end up creating a bit of a support here as well, right? And then now we're filling that wick. So you guys remember the wick we talked about on I think it was Tuesday last week. That wick is officially being filled now, so we're just about there. That was kind of like what I was really looking to target here for the buys, if anything, here today. So let's see where we can go from here now. Daily time frame has, I would say at this point in the day, tap target, fill the wick. We could still continue pushing up. So I'm still excuse me, bullish and open for the buys or whatnot, but we have kind of filled this wick here. If you can just draw your attention just to this guy right here, right? So support formed. You would think that this candle would make a lower wick, right, and then move up, but sometimes the market wants to do silly things. We create a brand new support, and now today we're officially filling that wick. So you guys know how I tell you, basically at one point when you have a rejection candle, that candle will eventually become, or I'm sorry, a rejection wick. That wick will eventually become a wick to fill, right? So you're seeing that here today, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm still open for buys, but we are beginning to run into target here on the daily, fill that wick, and that was kind of like the idea for the daily move there. So let's go ahead and see 4 hours also filling that wick. As we fill that wick, we're running right into this level of resistance here. So let's see what happens as we approach that. You did have a bit of a 4 hour celery. 4 hour celeries are designed to fill the wick there. So you see you break the high, you fill the wick, you run into resistance, and now we really got to see, are we going to reject this area or are we going to keep pushing through it, right? So let's try and move down here to the 1 hour time frame. It looks like the 1 hour candles here close with no top wick, right? And if we look left, right, we can see that we have resistance sitting right here. So a little bit of resistance now in between these two areas here, which is going to be a nice little zone there. So I would expect price to kind of wick into this zone. This is going to be a little bit of an observation zone. I'm going to kind of observe how we trade right here, and then I'm going to lock in on like a 15-minute time frame and see if we can get some sort of I would say resistance formed. Today we may even want to wait for a little bit of like a resistance here, right, and then a closure below, like not even take it off the onion, right? Because the way gold is moving, super bullish, we could just continue pushing up there today after breaking those lows. You know, we've gotten caught on that play plenty of times, right, to be able to learn from that at this point. But I think if we can get a support or even like a little bit of consolidation here and then a closure back below on like a 15-minute time frame, then I think we can see 33.75 again, you know, even like 33.70. So yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, again, dailies tap and target. I don't know if we'll make that big of a move here back down today, but I'm open to you know, this type of selling position here coming back down into whatever this is, 33.75. And then look, if support wants to get formed at that point, right, if we kind of close back above, then the buys are good again for me, but I can't really take buys up here without getting some sort of a pullback. So while we wait on the buys, if there's an opportunity for us to go short here, take advantage of that move, I will do that, and then I will reset and I will look for more buys again later. So that is pretty much my day. Need a support in order to take new buys. I also need a kind of like a range 2 like support and closure below to take sells here today. So that's pretty much the vibe. You got to move up. Can we get a little pullback, right, and then a push back up? Or you got to move up. Can we get a little pullback and then a closure below that range, right, and then say, okay, we can now move down and clean up that traffic down there. So that is yeah, that's pretty much it. Should be a pretty simple day for the most part, not too complicated at all. We'll hang tight here on the 15-minute time frame. I don't know if there's anything to the left over here. Let me just put a line. Let me just add something right here. Yeah, right there. Let me just see. Yeah, I mean, not much. So we're really gonna need a new like support. I can't really call that a support right there. So we're probably gonna need some actual price action. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I'll probably let this 30-minute candle close. If we close like very weak inverted celery, I might give it a stab quickly with a impulse entry. Other than that, I've got to wait for what I just drew up. So that's pretty much my thoughts here today as of 8:10 a.m. Eastern on gold. So let's see if we can get any sort of pullbacks, and then we can go long again. And if we get that little range 2 setup we like to look for, then we can potentially short it. Or if we get a opportunity to take this fade / inverted celery on the next 30 on the break of the low, then that might be an option too, to go down and fill that wick. So a couple options here. We just got to wait for them to kind of play out and for us to get them cards. So that's pretty much it. That is it. What up, Only Bands? W webinar this weekend. Sheesh. W webinar. What up, Awareness? Z Gamer in the house. I don't think I've seen Z Gamer yet. What's poppin'? What's goody? What's goody? What up, YOLO Trader? Okay, here comes the mod squad. Here comes the mod squad. So gold is on a tear here. Yeah, it looks like since really since, yeah, like pre-London went on bazoink, and then looks like London gave a little pullback and then some consolidation. Yeah, I mean, these sells, you don't want to take these either, right? I mean, maybe that guy right there, but not even that good. Not even that good. Like this sell here is not the worst, but even there you kind of want to sit tight for a little bit of a range too. Like I'd probably be looking for buys there on gold in London last night. Yeah, so if I was sitting in London, I'd probably either be waiting on this, right, or even like a closure here, right, like a bullish closure right there, new support, especially when gold's rallying like that. So yeah, those sells, and then they end up chopping there. So choppy. All right, cool. Yeah, so we'll see. Should break the lows here. I would expect a bit of a rejection now. What'd you guys do in London? In Munden, I should say. Munden. Plan G's 30 today. Let's get it. Happy birthday, man. I couldn't see a setup all day since Asian. Did you see any valid setups that I missed? Since Asian, I mean, not really. Yeah, nah, not much. No wick here, no wick, no wick. Chop, like I said, I probably would have avoided these sells here. Probably would have stayed bullish for the most part until I got like a fresh closure now below all that. This inverted celery, but you know that I wouldn't have taken that. Yeah, nah, I don't really see much. A lot of movement, but no actual playbook entries as of yet. So no, I don't see nothing. Maybe right here, maybe this area. Maybe if someone took this, I probably wouldn't even like you know, be mad at that. I mean, you had support form, right? You broke through the lows here, and then you had I'm not sure if this candle gave a lower wick first, that red candle, and then started moving up. But that one isn't bad. I mean, it's okay. It's probably the only opportunity I see. Now look, don't get me wrong, like I know that's an onion, right? I know there's moves here, but like in terms of when you put it all together, direction, higher time frame, conditions, circumstances, like, you know, like that's not a sell I would have taken. Like I know that's a breakout there too, but again, going against this big higher time frame move is very dangerous. So yeah, when you put it all together, I would say I don't really see much, you know, over the last couple hours outside of maybe this guy right here. Dun, 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 dun. 2BE in London. Nice. What up, Nigel? Good morning. Louis G in the house. Yeah, so let's see what happens here with Goldie. You know, again, you don't want to rush. You really don't want to take sells at all today unless you get like that break and retest kind of idea. Other than that, you probably just want to wait on support. The only reason I'm open for sells here is because we're really like tapping into these daily wick fills now. These wick fills right here. So we'll see. 1 hour's got no wick there too. See, sometimes you need the fade or you need the actual inverted celery, because by the time you wait for that resistance, that's like the only pullback you're getting. So anyone ever take these sells, you get into those sells there, you're like, all right, bet, you know, we're at the top here, and then boom, price breaks the lows and it does this. So you got to be careful. You got to be skilled, you know what I mean, to really pull these off, right? So at that point, you definitely don't want to take that sell. You want to wait for now maybe a closure below or something like that before you take the sells, because price keep rallying on you like that. But if you're in from like a inverted celery, or if you're in from like a fade from up here, then you can take that trade, right? Because you're going to fill the wick. But to get in down here in a rally like this is just really not smart at all. Does that make sense? You kind of you missed that little pullback, so you got to wait for the fresh buys at that point. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Badio Life in the house. What up, Badio Life? Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, was this the trade? No, that wasn't it. That was the I'm talking about the next candle, I think it was, right? Yeah, I think it was the next candle. Yeah, that came down, broke the lows. Yep. Yeah, so basically the only setup that I think was valid at all here today, according to our trading plan, would be like when this candle closed, you could have, you know, took a buy, I guess, right? To fill that wick and close partials and then maybe keep moving up, especially with gold being so bullish. Show your chart colors. Yo, is it me or did my my whole like chart layout went away this weekend? I don't know. It was weird. But yeah, these are my chart colors here. Traders X in the building. What's up, bro? What's good? Be happy and chase your dreams. How you feeling? How you feeling? I'd be happy and I just let my dreams come to me. My dreams be chasing after me, man. They just chase me. We cooking, brother. We're cooking. Yeah, what's up, Dan? How are you, bro? I didn't end up, I was getting FOMO. Yeah, you know, oh, these are certainly like FOMO, like altering moves here, right? Because, I mean, there's a few trades where you're like, I'm ready to go, and then it gives you no wick or it closed with no top wick, right? Like all that stuff. So, yeah, I think today was so far is a great day to, you know, display patience. And it's Monday. You know, the markets want your money today. I'll tell you that. They want your money today and every day. So they're going to do whatever they possibly can to screw with your mind, right? And a lot of you guys have fallen victim to that up until this point. I fell victim to that for damn near 3 years. Just fallen victim to the market's little sneaky tricks and jokes and things that it likes to do. But eventually, you know, if you develop awareness, if you can see what's not working, find out what is, eliminate, add, you know what I mean? Like eventually you catch on to the rhythm of the market. You understand where it likes to lay its traps and play its tricks. And, you know, eventually you start to catch some consistency. But, yeah, other than that, if you let FOMO get to you, I mean, these markets will tear you up and spit you out. You see that? Just when it looked like we were going to get a little rejection, no bueno, goner. So we're in a rally market here for sure. For sure. I disciplined myself through all that temptation during London. Yeah. And you could just, you could switch the word discipline to controlled. I controlled myself. Right? It sounds silly when you put it like that. Like, yeah, I mean, I always control myself, right? Like, no, you know what I mean? Not really. You believe it or not, we make so many impulsive decisions throughout the day where we're just swayed with the wind. Like, we didn't even make that decision, right? So I like that. You know, I'm disciplined myself. You know, I controlled myself. Or you could switch it with regulated, right? I regulated myself. I mean, you're going to need that skill, right? In order to be a successful multi-millionaire entrepreneur. Like, you're going to need to learn how to govern yourself and control self and be disciplined. You know, no one's going to do that type of work for you. What up, Kelvin? What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up, Arrow Sassy? Bring out the arrows. How did you develop the risk management, like deciding how much should you risk per trade? Chart time, you know, a lot of chart time, a lot of putting the wrong risk on, or, you know, whether that be too much or too little, a lot of failure, a lot of trial and error, a lot of those things that, you know, a lot of times you can't avoid, you know, you can't like tiptoe around that part of the journey. You know, the issue is once a lot of people run into those roadblocks, they switch something on their strategy, or they quit trading for 6 months only to come back and do the same thing. Or, you know, they don't just stick it out. You know, I think most people just got to stick it out a little bit longer, a little more. I think success has nothing to do with smarts or wits or whatever, but I think it just has to do with the willingness, right? Being willing to stick something out longer than the other guy, right? To find out the details. I mean, one of the cool parts, we're starting to talk pretty deep now in the Clubhouse, and especially in the elite, you know, with my elite guys and girls too, is like most people don't ever commit to a system long enough to identify and learn the craziest, littlest details that make one profitable, right? Because like just that example alone, right? Risk management, knowing what to put on, that right there alone can completely, like we could take the same exact trades, right? Imagine you and I, we take the same trades, yet on this trade here, because of my experience, I've seen it play out 1,000 times and I risk 5 contracts, right? But because you never really seen it play out, right? You're just going based off of this random guy up on the left-hand side of the YouTube screen here, right? You're like, I don't know, you know, I don't know about this guy. So you're like, I don't know about this trade either. So you go 1, right? But now we take that same trade and now I make 5, you make 1, right? And now let's say now here comes the next trade. So the next trade comes in, and because I've seen it 1,000 times, I'm like, you know, it's a good trade, but I'm gonna go a little lower here, right? So I'm gonna go like 2, right? And then you're going to say, oh, you know what, this looks pretty good. I didn't make a lot of money on the last one. I'm going to go 5, right? And again, my experience is going to pay me, right? Because now let's say we lose that trade. Now I lose 2, you lose 5, right? So you see how I can go this way and you can go that way, right? And we're both taking the same trades, and you think, hey, I'm showing up to the live stream every day. I'm taking the same trade as him. How come I don't get the same results, right? So it could be sizing, right? My experience tells me what to do. Your inexperience may not tell you what to do, right? Or it could be management, right? A price goes up 20 pips, and I'm like, all right, I'm closing 80% of my position. And you're like, what? 80%? There's still a whole, 60 pips to go. I don't want to close 80% there, right? I close 80%, boom, price comes back down to break even. I'm out the trade. Now it comes into stop loss. You get stopped out, right? So now I've snagged the base hit and you've taken a loss. So do you see how we can easily, how you would never be able to keep up with me? So regardless of whether or not, hey, I'm going to take this guy's signals, and that's why signals never work, right? But I could take this guy's trades. I could show up. The only thing is we can never do the same thing exactly alike every single time. So this is where you really have to hone in on focusing how to learn here, right? Not necessarily just take my trades and like make money off of me, right? But actually learn the skill set from me, right? So put it like that. Don't try and make money off of me. Come here to learn the skill set from me, right? Because once you learn the skill set, again, what separated me from you? It wasn't the trades, it was the experience, right? So you develop your experience by learning from me, right? And then eventually you know exactly how to manage your trades. You know exactly how to size in. But going back to how I first started this, it's all because of chart time. So most people just need more chart time. They give up a little bit too quickly or a lot too quickly, right? And never get the full experience of any one system because they dabble with too many. So this is the beauty about staying steady, staying consistent, running the same exact play every day, not for a couple weeks, not for a couple months, but for years. And that's what I've done, and now it's paying. Holy! Is TK around? He usually is. Just say his name 3 times in a row next to your nearest mirror, and he should pop right up. All right, rant over. Sorry. I've been caught in that in the past. Yes, of course. TK. There he goes. Boom. There he is. He's the TT genie. Which forex prop firm is the best to use? I think they're all. I mean, I don't know if there is a best, right? I mean, they all have different rules, right? So those rules cater to different traders. So depending on what your rules are in your trading system, that's where I would look into what prop firm suits you best. So I don't think there's really a best one. I think it's which one aligns with the way you trade best. What up, DJ Scratches? Hero of the day. Hero of the day must be in buys or something here. What's going on, Hero of the day? Where are you targeting? Let's see what we got cooking here, man. 34.08. That would be like the next major target on gold, but in order to get in those, I mean, you need a pullback, right, at some point, and then take these buys here. So you may have missed this leg, but if you get the next leg, right, after a new support's formed, then that's where you can continue up on this rally. Do I base hits in my journal? Yeah, if you hit exclamation point journal, you'll see like all my, I've always done it that way. I've always taken at least 50% at those TP1 levels. A lot of times even 80%, and people would be like, yo, why do you do that? And it's like, well, it makes profit, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm here to do. So they would always question that, but at the same time, they would get caught holding the bag, waiting for these much bigger moves to play out. And then they would come back to me 6 months later and they go, bro, like, I really thought like holding for that whole move would be the best way to go about it, but clearly it isn't. So those base hits, man, they really add up. But yeah, this is my journal. So this was like 2 years of 2 years of just documentation. Yeah, so you can see here, close 80%. So I will close 80% at let's see here, like let me go to like, see, like I will close a lot of times I just close full. Yeah, like anytime you see the matching number, that means that and this is pretty crazy, right? So every time you see the matching number here, that means that trade got hit also at break even, right? So how many times the base hit was the move until later on, maybe there was another move, right? So yeah, you guys can go check this out. This is my 2023 2024 journal. 2025 I have all in TradeZella. So hit exclamation point journal in the chat and you can get access to it. You can even use that journal if you'd like. All you gotta do is hit file, make a copy, and then you can even like input your own trades. I would highly recommend journaling your trades. If you're not doing that already, starting to get into a system where you track every single trade. If you're not profitable right now and you're not journaling, I could almost guarantee you that's probably the biggest missing ingredient for you to get to break even and then into profitability. Yeah, because look, if you don't have your data, then once you do get, even if you trade really well, once you do get into the break even stage, you're never going to know what's holding the profits back, right? Because you have to see, once you have all that, like let's say 10K in, 10K out, you have to identify where that 10K is leaving, right? Which is making you a break-even trader. So you can't, it's almost impossible to do that without journaling, without data. So again, I know there are exceptions out there. There are people who have done it without that, but you know, you may not be one of them. Clubhouse, how we feeling? What's good, energy? Where the energy at? Where the energy? Yeah, we're gonna be talking a lot more about that. Nice, doing good. What up, Jay Deezy? Bands counted up. All right. Yogi. See, that's why you can't say too much, because all of a sudden it's just like W's everywhere. W's in the chat. YouTube, don't get any ideas. Don't get any ideas. Game changer, right, Q? If you're not tracking them trades, man, it's gonna be very hard. All right. Settle down. Oh, the Don is here. What up, the Don? I love you guys. Have I told y'all lately that I just love y'all? Honestly, what a pleasure and honor it is to show up here every day, to come here and spend time with you guys. You guys all have great questions. I love getting around the winners and the movers and the shakers, and you know, people who want to progress in life, right? People who are either moving and they're at the levels they want to be at, or people who are, you know, striving to get other places. And I just love your hunger. I love your, you know, consistency and persistence. And a lot of you guys are going to make it big. There's a lot of consistent names here who have been here for quite some time. You're already getting results that maybe you weren't getting in life 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm telling you, it's just the beginning. Just the beginning for y'all. Just the beginning. What up, Tamra? Yes, sir. Hero of the day. Let me get $1, bro. Respect the schmear. Bro, if I'm trading on 5K account and I close 80-90%, I will make like 20 something. Any solution? Yeah. Keep going. Turn that 5K into 10K, into 50K, into 500K, into $1 million, into 5 million, into 10 million, into 50 million. It just takes time. But the main thing is, as long as you got the skill set, that 20 something will turn into 200 something, will turn into 2,000 something. Trust me. Trust me. You just got to give it more time, bro. You got to give it more time. Don't feel bad about playing at those low levels. Lock in on the skill set. All you'll have to do is just as you get better at the skill, you'll make more money. As you make more money, your leverage increases. As your leverage increases, you'll do much better, bro. Just lock in on the actual playbook, the skill set on what it takes to make the money, and then all you do from there is size up, size up, size up. Account grows, size up, size up. Account grows, size up, account grows, size up. That's all. That's all. It's like the penny a day doubled, right? Would you rather have $1 million today, or would you rather take a penny every day that gets doubled? You know, it's the slight edge. It's the philosophy of success, man. It's the sowing and reaping, right? Everything starts small and then gets big. I mean, it's the snowball effect, right? You just got to stay at it long enough to reap the reward. Do I feel the market change a little bit lately? I feel the price. Yeah, I think Q2 has been a little chippy. Little choppy. Yep. I think there's also been a lot of like fundamental stuff happening around, so that's also playing a little factor into it. But the end of Q2 is always pretty tough to trade in. But yeah, Q3 coming, so we'll see. Sheesh, man. Look at this. Just look at it. Just look at it go. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take a look at NQ here. How did NQ do? Let's see. Are we still in these highs? I think we are, right? Yeah, look at this. All right. So the NASDAQ here, we actually did get a bearish closure. Wow. Yeah. We got a bearish closure, everyone. So NQ closed bearish. We're currently making a top wick on this candle. Now, are we going to break the highs? Are we going to kind of start melting back down? We'll see. You know, we came up. We did respect the previous candle high, right? We made this high here, and now we're starting to move down. We'll see if we can hold that move down, though, right? Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is starting to push as well. It would be very nice to break the lows here and see the 4 hour candle close below this range here, right? That'd be pretty nice, because now you would have all that clean traffic here to the left for price to potentially continue driving, right? If you get a little closure like that, potential, you know, move back down. I mean, we do need a retracement. Obviously, we are in the all-time highs there, so a pullback would be nice, but you know, just because I want it doesn't mean the market wants it, right? So yeah, we're starting to move down here. It's very choppy, as you can see. There's a support sitting right here. You have resistance right here, and I would personally just wait till 9:30, get some direction, see if the 4 hour wants to break the previous candle lows or what it wants to do. But overall, it's just very, very choppy here. Yeah, I wouldn't even be interested in these sells, number one, because you're so bullish. But you know, support's here, and then now you get a closure on this candle here right as support, so you get a wick into this observation zone. Nothing much happening. Yeah, there's nothing that really excites me or you know, piques my interest at all about NQ. 19, 20 points. Yeah, it's not even that good. Nothing. Who we got here in Zoom? Where's my boys? Johnny Gems here yet? What's up, Ryan? Hero of the day. What's good? DJ Scratcher, the Jose. It's good. Bone. Andy in the building. It's good, Andy. Good to see you, bro. Only Bands. What's up, Phil? My man Phil. Mr. Phil. Mr. Phil. Any trades in London? No, nothing. Nothing. Best quarter? I always like Q3. Is my favorite quarter. Quarter one this year was great. I'll be honest. Well, quarter one this year was like one of the best quarters over the last couple of years. The 10 Commandments in trading. Love no other playbook. Love no other system. That's it. Just follow that one, man. Stick to something that works and don't deviate. Muslim man in the building. What's goody? How we feeling? Yeah, look at that. That's wild. So that's been the name of the game here. Pretty much all day on these in this rally market. Forex Guru, what's goody? How are you, Dan? Oh, snap. Today I'm celebrating finally not trying to call bottom and blow account. Yeah, call tops and bottoms, I know. Yup. Wise decision, man. Wise. Last week got my first payout. Let's go. Thank God the Clubhouse TT playbook. Yes, brother. Let's go. I'm grateful to have you here, G. Amazing. Your story needs to be told soon. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of time now. All you guys got powerful stories. The only issue is no one gives a rip until you actually become successful, right? They don't even want to hear it. They don't want to listen. No one wanted to listen to me, gang, for 14 years, and now everyone's like, yo. Everyone's got an ear turned now, so I find that pretty interesting. But all of us have stories to be told, and some of us, have to actually impact the world before we can even impact like our own neighborhood, and that's something that I've been seeing lately. Actually, is like I had to go out, I had to inspire and impact people around the world, just for people in my own neighborhood to understand, to recognize. So you gotta go. A lot of you guys are worrying about your friends and what are my friends gonna think. Man, I've been best friends with him since 3rd grade, though. It doesn't matter. Like that person can, ultimately, your friendship could ultimately hold you back from going after what you want in life, right? So you got to go out, you got to go follow that plan, follow that mission, and the people that you think are leaving, man, they're going to keep tabs on you over the years, and eventually when you get it done, they're going to come back, and you're going to, hopefully be able to impact them and be a light that shines so that they can also change their life. But don't worry about saving them first. Go out and get the job done. Go out and do what you're called to do. Eventually, again, when they see you impacting people all over the world, then the people right there in your homegrown neighborhood will probably start to turn an ear and, get back with you later in life. No one cheers for you until everyone cheers for you. That's right. That's right. So are you willing to cheer for yourself? Are you willing to keep marching forward when the results aren't there? As I said in my story yesterday, money, a lot of people are like, well, when's the money going to come? When's the money? Money is a lagging indicator to success, right? Money is a lagging indicator. It doesn't come until after all the work is put in. So that's the problem, right? You go to your job, you do a little work, they pay you a little money. You get into entrepreneurship, you do a lot of work, you don't get any money, right? For quite some time. But then eventually, you'll start to feel bad about how much money you're making and about how little you're doing. And trading is, something that can certainly get you there. I look at Raj, I'm like, my guy made like $150,000 the other day in one trade, but it wasn't always like that. Is money real? Money is just physical manifestations of energy. That's all it is. It's just paper. You know what I mean? So that's money is paper, but what money really is its language, its energy. And if you understand it from that perspective, then you'll understand how to attract and align with it much, much greater. And I'll tell you what, it certainly doesn't come by working harder. What do you think about ICT and SMC? I think I've heard the names before, but I've actually never watched a video on them, so I'm not too sure. I couldn't even really give my opinion because I've never studied that. Exactly. And you know what? I held on to that scripture for a very long time, right? Like, when you try and, help people in your neighborhood, right? I always think, you know what? Not even Jesus was a prophet in his own hometown, right? Because those are the people that played kickball with him, that, watched him as he picked his nose and ate his boogers when he was in 3rd grade, and, seen all of his, his life up until that point, right? So same thing with the people in your neighborhood. They're like, no, that's just Nick, you know what I mean? He's always talking about being successful and stuff, whatever. That's, you know what I mean? So like, not even they will, actually admire you until you actually get the job done. But look, if Jesus wasn't a prophet in his hometown, then what makes me think I should be, right? So that's why I just kept moving on in faith, and I say, you know what? I'll continue to be a light, and maybe sometime down the road, those people will catch back up to me and change their life too. John E. Gems, there he is, rocking the salmon today. Okay, I like the color.
My man, how you doing, bro?
I like the color. Fantastic, brother. How about you?
Amazing, brother.
We're back.
It's great to be here.
New week.
Yeah, bro.
Always
ready to go, bro. Sir. Ready to take action on what I need to do today to have what I want in the next year, 5 years. I'm ready to go, bro. Locked in.
Yes, sir.
Here at the Top G and the fam. What's good, everyone? How y'all doing? Happy New York session. Happy new week.
Every decision you make, every action you take is a deposit to the future life you'll live. So you got to be wise in the here and now. You got to be very wise, right? Your decisions on a day-to-day are either going to push you towards your goals or push you further away. And by the way, that's a very easy way to live life, right? And that's why having goals are so important, because every decision you make, you could look at that decision and say, hey, is what I'm about to do going to get me closer to my goal, or is it going to push me further away? And then you got to be honest with yourself. And then that's the top G decision right there, right? You're a top G when you make a decision that says, all right, you know what? Let me not do that, right? That decision's not going to benefit my future. I'm going to do this instead. I'm not going to go to the bar tonight. I'm going to sit home and I'm going to read 3 chapters of Think and Grow Rich. Text your boys back. Hey, man, can't make it. Y'all have a good time. Telling you, that decision right there made me a very successful individual. It didn't make me a very successful individual at that time, right? But it started something in me, a paradigm shift, a habit shift that ultimately, came swinging back around later in life and, took me to the next level.
That's fair. Facts, bro. And it's okay to not have like what you want, right, in your future, but that's more of a reason to focus on doing what's required of you today to get what you want in the future, right? So that's my main goal today. Enjoy the day, but do what I'm supposed to do to get what I want in the future.
Yes, sir. Short-term discipline for long-term pleasure.
Yep. Literally.
I actually did post, by the way, we picked 5 out of we're doing 15 giveaways here on this one post on Instagram. So if you guys haven't liked and commented on this post, you guys can enter the giveaway. We're going to do more of them today. So which post was that again? I think it was, this one right here. Yeah, this one. So yeah, we did 5. So we did 1/3 of the giveaways. 1/3. I'll do the other 5 or 10 maybe even today. And then we'll load up another post tomorrow or something.
Load up another post. I'm excited for this next one.
Yeah, but if you go to my Instagram, you can watch my story. And I just posted a picture of the books that I have back here, which are pretty much the most influential books to me. And I've read almost 200 books throughout the last 14 years on personal growth and development, leadership, people skills, you name it, all those type of books. And I'd probably sum it up to those 5 or 6 books that I have in that picture, which are Magic of Thinking Big, The Slight Edge, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The 5 a.m. Club, Outwitting the Devil, and Think and Grow Rich. So those are probably my top 5 to 6 books I would recommend anyone get a hold of. There's so many good ones out there, but I think if all of my books were eliminated and I only had a handful to study, I think I'd pick those ones.
Yeah, those are some fire books, bro.
Yeah. I mean, just Outwitting the Devil alone is just...
Yeah. I was gonna ask you if you could choose between Outwitting the Devil or Think and Grow Rich.
Probably Outwitting the Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Outwitting the Devil over the 5 a.m. Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts, bro. That one's deep.
Yeah.
That was like the first, like when I first started to get back into reading, that was the first book I read, Outwitting the Devil. Insane.
I think our spirit comes in knowing everything we need to know. The issue is the elites of the world understand that. So they understand how powerful we are. So their goal is to, get us to forget, right? So that's why you guys ever get enlightened. That's why enlightenment is on like the top of the scale when it comes to levels of frequency, because I think we're meant to, remember who we actually are and how God created us to be and our oneness with God, right? But we've been deceived in such a major way, like bigger than I ever even thought, up until like I've been truly enlightened over the last year, and the world has truly been deceived. But with that being said, I think it's one of our purposes really to remember, right? And that's why enlightenment is such a high frequency, because once we begin to remember what we're capable of and who we are and the power that the subconscious mind has, and it gets wild, right? So it's a lot to get into, but that book Think and Grow Rich kind of really puts things in perspective for you to remember what it is that this is here. So yeah, I think Outwitting the Devil is probably one of the best ones.
Same, bro.
Yep.
You really get the secrets there for sure.
Yeah, they don't want you to know the power is truly in you. I mean, that's what Jesus told us, right? But for some reason, we need some sort of outside, right? Everyone's looking outward. Right. Meanwhile, everything that they're looking for is right behind their own eyes.
Yeah, man. It's deep for the average person to understand, for real.
Oh yeah, there's an account with so obviously, gang, I would never message you saying, hey, how long have you been a fan, right? Like that just like, come on, you know what I mean? So just be smart out there. There's multiple accounts that go around. They try and use like pages like mine to scam other people for Bitcoin. So I shouldn't even have to say this in 2025, but just beware of the online scams out there. I would never message you. I never would ask you to buy anything from me, or I don't have any super duper secret copy trader that I'm working on behind the scenes for only a couple of my fans out there, right? I mean, just be smart.
You do have one secret, the arrow strategy.
Yes, but we're not letting that one out the bag.
Well, you can't let that one go yet. Facts.
Yeah, you guys don't have to DM me the screenshots and all that. That stuff's been happening since like 2023. So just be aware of it. I would never reach out to you and ask you if you want to buy anything.
All right, to keep it simple, here's the course on what to do if Nick hits you up. No, ignore him. Don't even answer him.
Or just, you can mess around with them too. Sometimes I like to mess around with the scammers. By the way, gang, they hit Anna up. Just so you guys know, like, these are not intelligent people. So if they actually get your money, that tells me something major about you, right? So these are not intelligent people whatsoever. Do not send money anywhere, please. Like, how you gonna hit my wife up? Like, how long you been a fan? She's like, been a fan. It's been a while. It's been a long time.
Oh my gosh.
The Eagle 4000 is not for sale right now. Neither is the Arrow strategy yet.
No, man. But maybe next year.
The Alchemist, yeah, great book.
Yep.
Is trading gambling? Yes, 100%. Trading is 100% gambling if you don't follow a system and an edge every single day, like every trade you take. There's a very fine line when it comes to trading right, when it comes to being a pro versus being a gambler. And the line is extremely gambler. The line is extremely thin, like thinner than that one, right? And it's either you're either running edge every time or you're not, right? So remember I said, hey, does this decision get me to where I want to be in the future? How about you look at your trading and all your trading and say, does this trade make me a professional or a gambler, right? Because you're either trading edge or you're not. So there's no in between, right? Just like being pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not. So you're either trading edge or you aren't trading edge. And that's what's going to make a pro versus a gambler. A pro trades data, right? That's what they trade. They trade data. They trade previous information, right? Based off of previous trades. And the gambler just chases or trades for money. That's it. So hopes, right? This guy trades in hopes, right? And dreams. And this guy trades in reality, in professional, in previous data, collected data and whatnot. So this is the fine line right here that makes either trading gambling or makes it a profession. But you know, you gotta really have that dialed in. And a lot of people think they're trading professionally, but they're really not. And that was me for a while, right? So you really got to be on top of this all the time. This is a job, you know, this is a career, it's a business, it's a profession, and you know, it'll pay you like one if you treat it like one. But most people don't do that. They treat it over here. They're gambling all day, even if they think that they're not, right? They just still switch strategies and systems. They don't have any data to back anything up, and you know, it's all over the place. So if you trade random trades, right, you will get random results, right? If you trade previous data and you know, stuff that you've already had done in the past, and you will have clear expectations on what it is that you're going to get out of your trading business. So yeah, I think
Well said, bro.
I think most traders gamble for sure.
Right, 100%. Yeah, trading edge is very similar to owning a casino. Like, yes, you'll win some bets and hands, you'll lose some hands and bets, but at the end, right, they both have a statistical advantage of generating profit over the long run. So we always like to say, if you're trading edge, you are the owner of the casino. If you're not trading edge, then you are a gambler at the casino. So figure out which path you're on, man, and really get serious about it, because it is serious. You know, you're either going to be a gambler at the end of the day in the markets, or you're going to be owning a casino, basically. So get serious.
Yep. Exactly. If you could count cards, why would you throw your edge away? That's amazing. Yeah, that's so true. Sheesh.
Wait, what was it?
If you can count cards, why would you choose to throw your edge away to gamble? Play edge money is I love that.
Right. For real.
But yeah, I love what the way John puts it. It's like, if you're on edge, you own the casino. You're gonna lose, but you're gonna win at the end, right? And if you're not on edge, and you are the gambler, and that means you're gonna win, but you're gonna lose at the end, right? In most cases.
Right. So make sure you're trading edge. I feel like that's step number one, besides finding a mentor and trading, is finding an edge, like to trade that has statistical data that gives you advantage over the long run. I mean, that's why we're all here looking to execute.
Yep, for sure. Good question. Life is a gamble, yeah, but then you have to gamble properly within that gamble. You know, life is a matrix, right? It's a bunch of matrices. Is that what they call it? It's multiple matrix within a matrix. You know what I mean? So you gotta dial it in, and you can't. Even though life's a gamble, you have to now gamble that life smartly, right? And you gotta, be calculated with things. So.
That's another reason too, like life is a gamble. That's another reason to go all in on your goals and to take risks, take calculated risks. Don't wait a minute, man. Like, go out and do something with your life. Like, make it good, make it great.
Yep.
Because of that fact right there, because the whole life is a gamble.
So why just sit around working a average job, making $50,000 a year plus medical benefits, when you're gonna die one day?
Right. Exactly. That's why the risk is always not taking any risk, because of that fact. You are gonna die one day. So what is the risk? You know, you're losing it all anyways. So there really is zero risk in life, actually.
Bro, this is crazy. Gold's on a tear here.
I know.
Let's see that daily candle. Yeah, look at that. Bye-bye.
I was just gonna say to you, bro, gold juice box.
Juice, legit juice box here.
That's fine, bro. I'll just buy off support. That's all. That's literally what I'm waiting for right now. Buy off support.
I mean, we're gonna approach the choppiest like area in the whole market right now, so we're coming right up to it.
Like, we were talking about this earlier, Nick. I know we're like tapping into some 4-hour targets and stuff. Like, if I were to go against this bias or this trend, like it would have to be like an inverted celery or something.
Yeah, impulse move. Yep.
Yeah, like a fade, something like that. Besides that, bro, I want to wait for these supports to be formed.
$30-minute on the move since 7. Wow. Let's take a look at this.
Crazy.
225 on the dash. Even death is fake. Oh, never mind. Let me just stop.
Yeah.
Let me just stop.
Hey, man.
What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, NQ real quick. Let's see something.
Death is fake, bro. Wow, I don't. Gotta think about that one.
The only thing that's real is what you perceive real. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, man, as long as I'm with my blessings for
ES
eternity,
looks
I'm
cleaner.
chilling.
Honestly, I think ES is cleaner than gold. I mean, than NQ in general.
A lot of people say that.
Yeah, I mean, you got similar price action, but yeah.
Yes, sir, Jason. Your perceived reality is actually more real than reality itself. That's been one of the biggest gems for me this year that I really had to hone in on and take advantage of. Through adversity, through failure, the idea that your perceived reality is more real than reality itself, man, like that to me gave me everything I needed to know when I went through adversity. Like, John, you have to stay positive through this. Like, you're chilling, bro. Like, this isn't real. Your adversity in the physical realm isn't real, because in my spiritual realm, in my mind, I'm being built on that. I'm looking at ways to improve because of that failure. So it's key. Your perceived reality is more real than reality itself.
Yeah, and you could tell that's true just by being with another person, and you guys have two different perspectives on life or something right now.
Right.
Right? So which one's real? Mine or yours?
Right.
Neither. They're the one that's real to you is real. What's my Instagram? Instagram right here. ES, you like ES? Yeah, you think it's cleaner? Yeah. Jayski, how we feeling?
What's up, Jayski?
On forex 3395 has been major key level in the past. Let me see. $33.95. Yo, did anyone else have to like redraw their? Yeah, it is. Like favorite their time frames and tools and all that, or was I don't know.
No.
Yeah, no.
I didn't. No.
I don't know why I had to do that. Quality of your thoughts determine the quality of your life. So isn't that pretty cool? How what's being said there is that if you just actually change your thoughts, you can change your life. Once I realized that, I started like actually becoming what I was called to be by God, which was a creator, right? God was a creator, is a creator. I'm offspring from him. Therefore, so am I. How do I create? Through my thoughts, words, and actions, right? I shape my own reality. I'm not sure how most people don't get that.
Right.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why I had to add
It's
everything
sick.
back. It was weird. Bump, bump.
Would it be correct to tell yourself that you are successful if you're not? Absolutely. I mean, we're becoming success. Before you can be a success, you have to become a success. So yeah,
Gang.
you leave out all the noise. You yourself, your being need to be a success before you are a success.
Go look at what it actually took for you to be the sperm cell that was born. Just go look at that. Just go research everything you had to do. You little champion. Go look at everything you had to do, how you had to outsmart and outbeat millions of others. So you're already successful.
Yeah, that's true, bro. Like, you aren't a success by the things you got, you're a success by who you are, right? Earl Nightingale said that already. Like, success is a progressive realization of a worthy goal. All of you here today who are looking to make progress, follow their plan today, be patient and disciplined, you guys are a success, right? Don't let anyone else tell you because you don't have this or that you're not a success. You're a success by your actions, you're a person that you are, right? So what you do today makes you a success, not what you got.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, none of the material items make you a success.
Like, Nick, he got a Porsche now, but bro, he's been the same guy before he had that Porsche when he was driving a Honda. Like, he's had that same energy, the same frequencies. It's all been the same. Besides, now his success is manifesting in the physical realm, but it happened first in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, they're like I don't want to call them homeless, but they're somewhat of a homeless family. Last night that I was talking to at the gas station, and it was like a guy, a girl, and 2 kids. And I mean, these guys were more happy than some of the most wealthiest people I know, right? And they were just happy. They were gonna sleep at Walmart last night in the car, and I'm like, no, we're gonna get you like a hotel and all that. So like, they were more grateful for like a measly $100, right, than some of these fancy pantsy rich dudes I know would ever be. Like these guys didn't even have a place to sleep last night, and they were more happy than some of the guys that I know that are going to go sleep in mansions at night. So what you have definitely does not determine, your level of success or wealth at all, right? Money is not the key indicator for success whatsoever, right? And I think a lot of people fail to realize that. I think you should spend more time with homeless people and people who are not, that much into money, right? And you'll realize, oh my God, like these guys are happier than some of the guys that I know with the most money out here, right? That are dealing with drugs and alcohol and women and men, and it's a nightmare what some of these people are going through, and they're asking me for some help, and I'm like, damn, like, that's pretty deep, right? And then again, I hang out with homeless people often. I'm not sure if you guys know that about me, but I like to hang out with homeless people. And when I do, I'm like, I like these guys, like I have sometimes more fun hanging out with them, and they make me grateful. They really do. So money isn't everything. Cars, all that stuff, it's all just materialistic stuff. You can look like you're the most successful guy in the world, yet you wake up with so much pressure on your chest that you don't even want to live at times. There's people like that. So, don't assume that you would just rather change, your life with someone else's too. And also don't assume that money's going to change your life, because it's not. It's definitely not. Money is not good or bad, right? It just takes on the characteristic of the person who has it. So if you don't have your character in place, when you get money, it's not going to be good. It's not going to fix anything or heal anything or it's just going to make it worse because it was a false expectation, right? So work on yourself now. Do the work on yourself before that money comes in, so that way when it does, you have character. You know, you've developed character to be able to handle the wealth.
Facts, bro. You do not want to be that individual who waits for materialistic things or money before you become happy. Like that's not good, honestly. Like Jim Rohn once said, happiness isn't by chance, it's by choice, right? It's a perspective, it's a thought, it's a choice in your inputs that gives you happiness. At the end of the day, chat, like if you have a house, if you have shelter, if you have food in your mouth, if you have people who love you, if you have people who love you, but still, those are all things, right, that anyone can have. But everything else besides that is extra in a commodity. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to wait for these things, materialistic things, to be happy. You could be happy today by choice.
Yep.
And be grateful for what you got as well. You know, gratitude is very important. Just being grateful for what you have today, and value the things that money can't buy more than the things money can buy, I would say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why
God bless you all.
Early and may God be with you, and also with you.
I'll be with you.
But hey, I mean, I made it a thing that like when I had no money at all and nothing going on, I always turned to Anna. I said, honey, I just want to let you know I'm the happiest guy on the planet right now. I am successful because of what we're doing together, the vision that we have. I know we don't have 2 nickels to rub together right now. I know we can only put $5 in the gas tank, but I'm grateful. I'm happy. I am a success right here. And I would always tell her that, and I would say, I want you to know that, because when the money comes, I don't want you to think that that's what it was that made me happy or made me successful. I am happy right here, right now. I feel successful. I am winning. You know what I mean? And when I did get money later on in life, it was just regular. It was like regular stuff at that point, right? Because I was already satisfied. I was already grateful and thankful for the life I just got to live every day.
That's the thing. You were already wealthy where it just attracted to you. Like, you know, those things just came to you by natural law of the law of attraction because of who you were.
Yeah.
Amazing, bro. I was in the chat.
And by the way, happiness is just a feeling. It's not the feeling, right? Who cares? You don't even need to be happy all the time.
Sure, bro.
You know, some of the times I made the biggest moves in life, I'll tell you one thing, I wasn't happy. Right? But I was hungry.
Right.
Yes, Jim B. What's going on?
Got a Jim B. Hell yeah, it's important to know this stuff. Absolutely, man. You want to know this stuff. You want to keep it in mind.
Yeah.
But back to the charts.
Back to the charts. Gold's going up.
Back to the boring charts, dude. Like this stuff don't bore you, man. Nah. I love it.
Dun dun dun. Do you always base daily bias on the previous daily candle? I hear you talk about direction. Yeah, like a little mix of both. You know what I mean? So like sometimes the daily candle is going to be bullish, but it'll close right at resistance or something. So at that point, I'm bullish technically. Like I'm like, you know where they say like you're I don't even know if this is even true, but you're innocent until proven guilty, right? I don't know if there's any truth to that, but like. The same thing, like I'm bullish, right, until proven otherwise. Like, so even though we're at resistance, it doesn't mean we're going to reject it. But I've seen in the past, you know, that we do. So I'm still open for sells, and I want to I want to see proof of sells though, right, before I would go against the buys. So, yeah, direction, candles have a lot to do with it, but also kind of placement has a lot to do with it as well. You moved your avatar, yeah. And then once I realized life was a video game and none of this stuff was that's when it was just a wrap. That's when I stopped playing by their rules. I started playing by my own. I started living by the God's laws, right? The laws that govern this, everything you see here, right? And aligning with the truth, right? Aligning with abundance and health and wealth and impact and all that. All right, so.
Yep.
Let's see here. What up, AB Mike? How was it hanging out with Aaron? He didn't raid your fridge, did he? Or drink all your no, I'm just kidding.
Me?
Aaron, you're
Yeah.
done. You're done.
Damn, Nick's doing Aaron dirty.
I
bro.
don't know if this will ever go away. Hopefully AB Mike still has drinks in his fridge after Aaron came over.
Aaron, bro, you here?
No, he's not here. He's not here. He would have already stepped up.
I bet, so he can't even speak for himself. Yeah, AB Mike, did Aaron...
AB Mike, you a little thirsty this week? A little thirsty this week?
Did you have your coffee too?
Let me guess, Aaron drank all the coffee on Sunday.
And the excess.
Before you got your cup.
AB Mike's like, yo, good morning, bro. Is that my last coffee?
Is that my last coffee you're currently drinking? What the? Oh, snap. That's funny. Fresh analysis on gold. Yeah, I mean this is the idea on gold, right? So a couple options here. You can wait for a pullback, right? So it's 9:15 here. So we can wait for a pullback, right? And see if we get a new support, something like this. And then we can look to take more buys, right, to go back up. Or what we could do is we can wait for a bearish candle closure and then a fresh closure above, right? On a rally day, this is sometimes all you're going to get. And then we could take our buys like that. Or what we could do is we can wait for that candle to close there, wait for a fresh closure below the range, and we could take sells. I mean, those are like the three options. That's pretty much all I'm looking for here today. One of those three options, and if they come, then we know what to do, and if not, then we just sit here and continue our banter.
That's it, chat. Those three setups. Plan the trade, trade the plan.
Yeah.
And I agree too. Gold's rallying, so I'm not really interested in that inverted celery during the rally.
Which one?
You're not interested in the inverted celery, right? Because we're rallying here a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little scary. A little scary here. You almost broke the low there on the 15 too. So yeah, those are the three options that we got in front of us.
I like that.
Or you could just blindly hit buy, or just blindly hit sell, and you'll be in a trade, and you'll either win that trade or lose that trade today.
Yeah, but like we said before, right, earlier this stream, right, the path you're on, it's a slight edge between a gambler and a casino owner, right, in trading the markets. And one path could lead you to having anything you ever want. One path could lead you to, staying where you're at right now in life. So make sure you choose wisely as well.
Y'all want me to take the counter trend trade, huh? We do a little counter trend trading. Isn't it funny when we counter trend trade, we catch the one candle that went in that opposite direction?
Nah, it's savage. Dirty.
It's either that or we get smoked like a cigar.
Right.
Hey, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, right? Yeah, you got 15 closure here, so we're just chopping now, consolidating. I'll be right back, though.
Bet. Yeah, what's good, chat? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? What's the good word? Talk to me. What's the good word? How was everyone's weekend? When will we see flying cars? You already see them. What's up, PF Trader? You already see them. They're called airplanes. What's up, Ben Bennett? What's up, Golden Doves? What's up, Jarrell? What up? Woke up, saw I was in a trade up $64. Oh, nice. Hey, we'll take it. $64, man. That can get you a nice fillet or so. Or you can get you a combine or evaluation account too. Yeah, I'm doing good. Feeling good, blessed and highly favored. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, my only goal today is to follow my trading plan, enjoy the day, and do whatever I have to do today to live the life I want to live in the next 3 to 5 years. So it's my goal. In Jamaica, that's almost a week pay. Damn, yeah, true. If you're in Jamaica and you're up 64, man, snag that. Enjoy the day. What's up, Dan? What's up, Tyrone? What up, Phil? What up, Bands Counted Up? How y'all doing? Oh, man, how was the event this weekend? The car show? Oh, man, it was awesome. It was awesome. It's very important to do things like that, you know, go to events like that where you can kind of see your goals in physical, like, reality, where you can see your goals in reality, man. It really, not only was it a great networking, you know, environment, but it was a great event to dream build, you know, touch on my dreams, like, look at these cars, you know, touch them, feel them, smell them, you know, feel what it would be like, visualize myself in it, you know, living that way, you know, that, again, that, you know, will do something to your energy where, you know, I'm not trying to say it motivates you, but it can push you and inspire you to be great a bit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was awesome. You know, got to meet some good people, and also got to dream build. So it was awesome. Yeah, and it could be anything, chat, you know, like doesn't just have to be cars, like go go around a nice neighborhood, you know, dream build on like a couple homes or go to a nice steakhouse, dream what it would be like to just afford these steaks, you know, like it's nothing, can be anything. But yeah, to go with Nick as well, you know, Nick brought the Porsche. So we had a bunch of people, you know, eyes were on us and stuff, and the Porsche cameras were out. You know, me and Nick were driving and stuff. Bro, like everyone whip out their cameras, start recording. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I took some pics. I took some pics from the car show. Me and Nick vlogged it, or Nick vlogged it. So he should drop that hopefully on his YouTube. I'll tell him. But yeah, chat, go do things like that where like there's events for you to they give you the opportunity to dream build and connect with others. Really, I recommend it. What's up, Louis G? Hey John, I entered this buy when the first 30-minute candle closed bullish after the resistance was created, got stopped out. Any tips? So you took a buy after the first 30-minute candle closed bullish after resistance. Yeah, I'm not sure how you got stopped out because gold is just juicing up here. Maybe tell me which time you took it and I could probably help. Because I may be looking at the wrong thing. Or send the picture in charts for stream and me and Nick will take a look at it and me. Since when did I start taking money from the markets? Since I was in 11th grade. Yeah, spent 10th grade really learning, understand what I'm doing. 11th grade, started making some profits, right? And they weren't crazy big profits, but they were profits. You know, 500 here, 1,000 here, you know, 2,000 here for the month. So yeah. Now we continue to scale up, continue to keep pushing.
Pushing like Goldie.
Yep.
We got a 4-hour rocket ship. Wow.
But, yeah, I know, right, bro? Crazy. How old am I? I am 20 years young. I just turned 20 in April.
20. Holy.
Yes,
sheesh. Sir. Look, I didn't get into trading until I was 20, like really till I was about 28 years old. So 8 years later.
Hell yeah, man. I'm grateful and blessed, man, to have this opportunity at such a young age, and even more blessed to have Nick as a mentor to guide me. So follow this guy right here, chat. Follow Nick's lead. He knows what he's doing.
You guys were talking about the event. The event was sick. We did a lot of networking there too.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Did a lot of networking. I think I met like 5 pretty solid people, man. Good individuals. Two or three of them had Porsche GT3 RSs too, so Good connections.
Nah,
Good
Nick.
connections.
Nick, bro, we no lie had probably the top car there. If not the top car there, I would say the top 3. Like, I would say your car was definitely one of the best cars at that event for sure. You had the SPJ Lamborghini, right?
Yeah,
And
I feel
then
like
your Porsche, bro.
there's
That's
probably
it.
like
those are the top 2.
yeah. I mean, there was other Porsches there too, but yeah, our car was getting a lot of attention. I'm going to an event tonight as well.
Oh, where?
Yeah, later on today. This one's a
Nice,
little
bro.
bit more local here.
Is this one at the crates?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, there's an event tonight. Anyone who's in like Tampa, pull up. It should be like, supposedly it's gonna be like 700 cars there.
Damn, bro. You going with the fam?
I'm just gonna bring Anna.
But Chad, that means no invite for me. I could pull up though and be a loner.
You could.
Maybe I will.
Excuse me.
If Maddie was here, I'd bring her.
You like my drinking style? Which one? The XS or the gallon? The gallon. Gotta stay hydrated. Am I using my Porsche for a daily driver? No way. No, man, no. I kind of do.
John's a future billionaire. Amen.
I drive it every few days. If you could have any car in the world, what would it be? What would you guys get?
I already know.
Hey,
the
one
next 2 cars I
one thing
want.
that I really did like seeing was there was like a solid amount of I'm talking like 10-year-olds to like 14-year-olds with cameras taking pictures at these events. Like, I love these kids, man. Like, it's, man, if you just see them trying to get good at a skill set. Like, you didn't see kids like that with full-on cameras. Like, there was maybe 1 or 2 kids like that. You know, I was born in 1990, so like there was like maybe like 2 or 3 kids that would roll around with cameras like during these like older events, and now it's just super dope to see how many photographers show up and how many of them are like literally under like 14 years old. It's pretty inspiring.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I seen a video the other day. It was like, hey, check out this video. It was like a full-blown commercial, and it was like, would you have known a 9-year-old did that? And I'm like, what? That's crazy. They showed the kid, and you know, that kid's probably getting paid a lot of money right now to do commercials for different companies. So it's a skill set that once you get it, it'll definitely pay these days.
All right.
Rolls Royce GT3. Oh, nice. Yeah, we parked next to GTR too yesterday at one point, or whatever day that was. Aston Martin, nice. Porsche Turbo S, beautiful. Subaru Impreza, bro, those STIs are sick. Bugatti. Camaro, that's sick. Oof. Z06 used to be my favorite car. SVJ, very nice. Yeah, the SVJ's, that's probably gonna be my next car.
I got like certain like levels I'm trying to reach, like, you know, like with cars, trying to go like level to level on them.
Yep. Yeah, age is another matrix. Yep, that's for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. So like I want to get this certain car and then the supercar.
Some people aren't car people at all though.
Yeah.
Which I get. Like, I've been a car guy my whole life. The only thing is I put it all away for literally a decade to try and like build a future, you know? So now I just love getting back into it.
Your investments give you rewards now. So your money makes you money now for you to do stuff like this.
It's crazy though, because we're all my like older friends now are selling their cars and, you know, or their motorcycles. I'm like buying them. Oh yeah, 812 Superfast. That's one of my favorite cars to drive. I used to work for Ferrari. That was one of my outside of the Pista. That was like my favorite one to drive. Yeah, you see how no one said Honda Civic? You see how no one said Toyota Camry? Like, not that those cars are not wrong, but you'd be lying to yourself, right? If you settled for it. Right? When I say these words, like, listen to this, like, where would you rather spend your time? Bora Bora? Fiji? Right?
Yeah, bro.
Or work?
Don't lie to yourself.
What about work? How does work sound?
Oh. Does not sound fun. I don't even work, and that sounds not fun. Yo, chat, work or Bora Bora?
Work or Fiji?
Hell yeah, that's why you should probably follow your training plan today.
Yeah, I think my next build is probably a Honda Civic though, like probably like a 1994 Civic, like bubble, like the hatchback, and put I want to redo the car that I had like literally 10 12 years ago, which was a 94 Civic Si, like a bubble hatchback. It was Captivia blue and had a K24 Kraftwerk supercharger, had some insane intercooler on it. Like, I want to rebuild that car one day. And it would be much cheaper than the Porsche, trust me. And it'd be much faster than the Porsche.
Yeah, bro, your Porsche is insane, bro.
The Porsche is fast, but it ain't that Honda fast like that you'll get with a like a K20.
Still, bro.
Yeah, EG. Yeah, the EG shell. I really like the EKs too. I never had an EK. I've only had EGs. So I would love to build an EK one day. EK have to be black, red calipers, black spoons, probably like red. I'm not sure what seats I would go with, because I don't know if there's new brands these days. But what was that one brand, Ricardo or whatever? Ricardo, forget. You guys remember that, right?
I'm sure. Maybe someone in the chat knows.
Yeah. So yeah, I love those Hondas, man. We used to have a lot of fun with them.
Which Honda was that?
Big Honda guy in Miami? Oh, I never... We got pictures of Johnny Gems with that Honda. The blue one.
Pull them up. That car was
It's going to take me a little bit to find them. Okay, so 9:30's here, which is my favorite time to take trades. The only issue is there's really no setup here. So, unfortunately, no trades. Right? Because just when you see here, like, see this move up, it looked like a lot of like nothing going nowhere, right? And then just boom, right back up there. So, you know, you need a setup, and we ain't got that right now. We ain't got it. Miss my boosted EK. Coupe? Yeah, man. Those Hondas are the best. Yeah, I want to do an EK so bad. So, we'll see. I would love to have like two of them, an EK and an EG. Buy Ethereum? I will.
Fair, bro.
The BTC playing though, I'll tell you that.
Of course.
The BTC play is playing.
Trust the play.
Chart is spooky. Yeah. What do you guys think? Buy or sell? You guys taking a trade here?
I was Korean Y, bro. We were literally trying to buy the low of this move. But
Yeah.
little to no top wick, and the entry was like mid range, so we had resistance there, so stayed out.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know with the Honda. You never know. Yeah.
Shout out the humble Honda, man.
Boom, 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 boom.
And guess what? At the end of the day, like a Honda can do the same exact, or a Honda Civic can do the same exact thing as a Porsche. One may just be a lot faster than the other, but hey, they could both get to the steakhouse, right?
Yeah, but one just gets you there in just a little bit better style. You know what I mean? Just a little bit more fun.
Bro.
There is no nobility in poverty. Oh, man.
Hey, man, I didn't say one wasn't.
Smiles
one was
over
better than the
miles.
other,
Smiles
but I
over
said
miles.
They both will do the same job, right?
They will. They will.
So be grateful, right? If you don't have a Porsche, be grateful for a car at least.
All right, so there is a high chance. I guess we could probably come down to fill the wick. I mean, give that candle a lower wick, but that's dangerous. That's dangerous moving right there. So I can't do this. I can't break my plan here today. There's nothing that I don't see any trading setup that I've ever taken in the past right here. So therefore, I've just got to hang tight. I think this is the play. The thing is, you're gonna have to wait for it, right? So if you want to get the shorts, you need a new support, right? Get a nice strong support there. Let it chop around a little bit more and all that, and then once this candle closes below, I think that'll be the safer move down, right? Of course, we could melt down from here for sure, but that's not duplicatable, right? That's not system, right? But if we can get something like this, I think that'll work much better than trying to pull a trigger on these random cells here.
Agreed, bro.
Yeah.
And for the cells, I'd rather be out wishing I was in than in wishing I was out.
Yeah.
100%.
What if we love danger? Then, I mean, I love danger too, but not this danger right here. It's dangerous.
On the markets, man.
Not in the markets. Not in the markets. Because now any seller in is just punching the air right now.
Right?
Like it was
Shocked,
surely to go down there.
Your money might not come back to you.
You might not want to move that stop loss. Just leave it right there at the break of the high. Trust me.
Damn, someone's listening right now. Hey, it comes and goes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't come back though.
Oh. Hang on for dear life.
Only if it comes back to entry.
Boom, boom. Gold seems to want to keep buying. Yeah, it does. It really does. I mean, if we sell off here, I could see it happening, but I'd be shocked because most people are looking at that right there saying, surely we have to go down now, right? It's 9:30. So this is when gold pulls a whammy, right? And just pops up only to reject and close like that. Close like this. Right? Oh, whoop, crooked. That's a crooked line.
And
right? Something like that. And then if we get a closure below there now, then I will take the trade.
Right. And we can't take a trade without our pullback, but still we're not trying to get in those pullbacks. Markets can do it what they want to do with that.
How do you operate in the matrix once you see it? So again, there's so many matrix, right? There's matrix in social media, there's matrix in trading, there's matrix in the food, right? There's matrix in the finance world, right? There's just so many of them. But once you become aware of it, then you can see how the game's played, right? So just like anything, once you get into the game as the character, you understand the objectives, you understand the rules, and then you can now play the game much better. So, there's a food matrix, right? It's clear as day, right? So how do you crack that food matrix? You learn about what it is that they're putting in the food, what they're doing with it, right? And then you only eat healthy alternatives. So I mean, boom, right there you can crack the food matrix. But most people can't stop ordering the McDonald's or the Domino's, or they want snacks at night or ice cream or cookies, right? So they put addictive chemicals in these products, and then you know, you're hooked on the matrix there, right? And then every single night you just think, oh, I just crave ice cream. No, you don't. You're in the matrix of it, right? The habit, the routine of it. What are we looking at? NASDAQ? Yeah. Yeah, what about it? Yeah, this was so easy. Fake out here, right? Candle closing no top, no bottom wick. You're super bullish. It's 9:30. Insane. Wow. Pop goes the weasel. Which account for top one? Forex? I don't know. I'm not too sure. You mean like what size account?
Forex.
Sonic Cookie Dough Evil.
Cookie dough in general, evil.
Yo, for real, Hondas are past BMW prices now. Yo, Hondas are crazy. Yo, I think my brother Joe's paying like $750. Like, what? Like,
yeah,
what kind of Honda you driving, bro? I remember a Honda was like 180, 220 bucks or something, right? At one point.
Or you could probably pay a little more and just get a fire Benz.
Trump's not firing Powell anymore. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That'll settle the markets back to where they were. Yeah, look at this. Now we break the high. My goodness. Yeah, let's see what happens on the 15 closure here in like 5 minutes.
The trend is your friend.
Yeah. Let me look left over here. See if we can do something here.
Anyone like who's trying to learn this edge and just took a sell, like easy fix. Like just trade the trend. Follow the trend. Trend's your friend.
Yeah, let's see how we do here. I mean, if we get a strong closure, we close above, there's room up towards like 3404 here for potential more buys, right? I mean, there's a lot of volume here in this 930 candle. We broke the lows. We just broke the high. I think if you re-break the high on the next 15-minute candle, you got a shot at popping here, but we'll see.
What makes you want to get in this without a pullback? The pack runner?
The rally. Yeah, and the pack.
The pack runner.
Yep. So sometimes during the rally, that pack right there acts as a pullback because it collects enough orders on the break of those lows. Because again, how many sellers got in here, right? Once they seen all that hesitation, they you know, surely, you know, the move's got to be over here, right? And we're gonna head down now. So a lot of sellers are now involved in this move right here, this move down, and now they're all hitting stops. Right, so if all that liquidity has now been grabbed, then serves as enough of a pullback, or it serves enough to actually kind of like label it as a pullback. And then if you get, you know, a bottom wick, you should continue moving up.
What would you risk on that? B, C? I
would just do B, like an average trade. Yep.
Yeah.
Just because it's just a normal, you know. There's nothing special about it. There's also nothing like too many red flags outside of the one red flag, which is the no pullback yet, but we already just kind of discussed that. So.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, I'll be right back though. Just give me 1 minute.
NQ to the moon. Oh man, I even want to look. Yo, Phil, I marked my charts up on NQ like a couple hours ago, and I haven't looked at it since. Dare I? Ah, what's up, Nightbot? Yeah, facts, man. Chat, if we can, please give the stream a like here and subscribe to the channel if you aren't yet. We appreciate that, man. Nick, you know, is here every single day, giving his heart out. So give the stream a like. If you caught a gem today that's gonna change your life, give the stream a like as well, and drop a sub or leave us or subscribe to the channel. Send this to your family too, man. Let's change some lives. Let's change your family's lives. Let's get to work here. Send us around. Help a friend out. Trend is your friend until it's not. True. Hey man, at the end of the day, the markets are gonna do whatever the markets want to do, you know, like even when we are trading the trend, like we could still take losses. Like we are trading a random game. I feel like that's a hard truth for most traders to swallow, is that we are in an uncertain environment where everything's random. It's all in the market's terms, you know? But that's why we're not analyzing certainties, we're analyzing probabilities because of that fact, because we're in an uncertain environment, right? So yeah, analyze probabilities, not certainties, and yeah, that's gonna have to be it. Caught the NQ move, nice, nice. Oh wow, nice fill. Holy smokes. Yeah, wow. NQ juice box here. Watch it melt now. Yeah, I still haven't taken any trades here today. I've been on since pre-NY. Had an order but didn't get activated, and then was looking for a potential buy off this support at the bottom, but yeah, I didn't get in that too. We kind of closed mid-range, no top wick, so yeah, no entry for me there. But now still patiently waiting for like a healthy support or so. What about y'all, chat? Any trades for y'all?
We're moving. We're just moving.
Yeah. Nah, nothing in London. London was choppy as well.
London had a big move up, like pre-London. Damn. Oh wow. Yeah, you got a big level right here too. Damn, Goldie. Dun, 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 dun. Left side choppy. Yeah, we are coming right into that. Yeah, this is crazy. This is what?
They just
30-minute time frames, insane. Oh snap. Nothing for me yet. Been burned too many times chasing price when it's like this. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it looks like we closed. Yeah, like literally right at that resistance.
Yeah, hey man, when your only goal in a day is to follow your trading plan, then it's always a win, even if there are no trades. Like I would love to take a trade today, but like my goal is to follow my plan. So if the plan says no trades, then no trades, right? It's still a W day because I followed my plan, which was the goal for me.
That's it.
And there's always Asian session, there's always power hour, you know, there's New York session as well still going on.
Yep. Monday tough. Yeah, just the price action. Just let me look at this. Look at the 15-minute. There's not one red 15-minute candle here. Not one since 7 a.m.
Since pre-NY, yeah.
Crazy.
Yo, pre-NY Clubhouse, those who were with me in pre-NY, man, we wanted those buys there, but couldn't get them. Would have been nice.
Yeah.
At least we know, hey, it would have worked, right? The idea works. The probabilities are working.
You guys don't have an affiliate plan if we refer people and they sign up to the Clubhouse? Nah, we don't. Nah, we didn't really want to go that way with that. We just want good quality people that want to learn how to trade and have a better life in the Clubhouse.
Yeah, bro.
The last thing we want to do is turn it into this. All right, chat, here we go. Let's go, Clubhouse members.
Repeat after me. Chase the charts, not the money. Chase the charts, not the money. Only progressive conversation. Only progressive conversation. You got a new P700,
New Clubhouse recognition.
Clubhouse.
So, what is this P700 really?
Just keep bringing more people.
We need more people. It's not about charts and all that bullshit. You got one of these, right?
I need.
Hey, keep bringing more people.
Keep bringing more people, man.
How much is what? Pay the fee. That's it. Just pay the fee.
Just pay the fee. Nah, the last scene's my favorite.
You gonna pay the fee or what? Doesn't really work. Nigga, it doesn't work. Pay the fee. That's it. Pay the fee and be here.
Oh, hold on. What was that last scene where they were all like...
Open the door, bro.
Listen, bro. Ain't nobody leaving. Nobody's leaving until we get 10 calls. Nobody's leaving. Nobody's leaving.
Ain't nobody leaving. Yeah, I'm done. Your baby's crying. Oh my god. Hey,
hilarious,
we'll be in the Clubhouse Asian session. Hey, y'all made your calls yet? Ain't nobody leaving until we get 10 calls from everyone.
Yeah, bro.
You think we started this affiliate program for nothing? Oh man. Yeah, so we didn't want it to turn into something like that. You know what I mean? So.
Short to answer your question.
Bro, that dude's
Yeah,
hilarious.
all I said was send the free YouTube live stream to your family members so we could change their life. That was all I said.
Oh man.
I didn't say the Clubhouse link.
That's funny. All right, we tapped into that support or that resistance there, so we'll see what pops off. Yo, that dude is hilarious.
Pay the fee.
Oh man, just keep bringing more people, man.
Nah, that was mad funny when the kid, like, they were celebrating with the kid, and then later he comes up to Drizzy, he's like, yo, so what does this even mean?
Oh,
Bro, I don't even
snap.
know.
Funny. Yeah, nah, that guy's hilarious. Yeah. Dominic, how many people did you refer this week? Snap.
Yeah, forget the charts, just bring me more people. He said the chart, forget the chart, it's BS.
You said you want a chain like this, don't you?
Yeah.
8:20 is when Goldie, comics open. Too much info to take in when joining the Clubhouse. Where do I start? I would start with the course. I would start with the course and work your way through that. They're all very simple, straightforward, 5 to 10 minute videos, and I would just begin there. Yeah, and then when it's time to dive into the webinars, I would just take your time with it. They're pretty extensive. They're like an hour each, so maybe put on like a daily goal list, like as a non-negotiable. Like, hey, I listen to or I watch one webinar per day, or I would just add it into your daily non-negotiables, and just tackle them like that, one day at a time.
And just like anything, give yourself some time to learn a new skill set, right? Like if you're going to school to learn something, it's the same thing here. Give it time.
Yeah.
Like this is basically like a college TT. This is basically a TT university where you can learn how to trade. You know,
Mm,
so just like any skill in college, it's the same thing here, and I would treat it like that too.
yeah.
And any losses you take in trading are simply just your tuition, right? You're just paying to learn, right? You're paying for your education.
And press buy, yeah. Yeah, that would have been nice. 7 a.m., just close your eyes, press buy, and chill.
Hey man, I was a healthy candle closure away from doing it.
How many mentors have I gone through? Many. I've kind of basically looked towards mentorship on everything that I put my hand to. So no matter what area it is, I mean, I look to find people who have success in that area, and then ask them questions, right? So I have one main mentor who has been basically my life coach for probably the last like 14 years. And outside of him, though, I've hired nutrition coaches, fitness coaches, e-commerce coaches, online branding coaches, health coaches. I mean, I've crypto coaches. I mean, I've hired. I'm not afraid to pay for mentorship, because every time I've paid for mentorship, I've always got the money back, always, right? Because basically whatever I invested in, I took serious, I took the knowledge, and then ran the play. I ran whatever play they told me to, and seen some sort of a positive result out of it. So I would say, all in all, probably like 8 or 9 mentors. And then all these authors to these lovely books, they all mentor me as well. I mean, I just hired another mentor very recently, if you knew what I invested, you'd be like, what? But if you want something out of life, you find someone who's got it and you pay them for their time and you do everything that they say, right? And that's how you get those positive results in that area.
God, I can't lie, but Nick is not afraid to pay the fee, man. I'll tell you that. He's shown me some wires for investments. I'm like, bro,
Never.
let's go.
Never afraid to pay. That's how important mentorship
Thank you, bro.
is.
It's inspiring me.
Yeah. I paid the fee. Drewski said pay the fee. I did it. Yeah. So I'm not afraid to hire mentors and, call upon others who have, what I want out of life.
Really, bro.
Mentorship. 3,400 psychological level. Yeah, for sure. You're getting a lot of rejections there. We'll see if this candle closes underneath it. If it does, gang, then there's a very good shot here that this 4-hour candle, the next one, will break these lows. Just start melting down, right, for a lower wick. And this looks very similar to the trade that we took last week. I forget which day it was, but remember how we took it on the 4-hour open as an inverted celery, as the candle broke the low there, right, to come down, as we anticipated that 4-hour lower wick there. So that could be a shot here today too. Just gotta wait. It's got like 3 minutes left. What's your fitness schedule you follow with your coach? So he has me on a app called, I think it's called Trainerize or Trainize, something like that. And yeah, I mean, he's got everything in there for me. So today it'll be like my workout will be chest, front and side delts and triceps. So there's a whole everything is laid out for me. There's no guesswork. So the program is already in, my macros are in. As I want to like finish my cut and then not lean up, bulk up, there's going to be a different process. But yeah, every single day they've got it dialed in, and you report and you take progress pictures and all that stuff. So it's pretty sick. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's fire.
Wow, look at this rejection here. Yeah, this may work out. Some sort of like an inverted celery towards the open of the 10 a.m. candle, which again is the new 4-hour candle. And if that 4-hour candle is going to close, right, I mean, I wouldn't expect the next one to just start taking off, right? I would expect the next one, though, to probably start to create a lower wick, right? And then that could potentially be our sells. Or you wait for the lower wick to be formed, and then that's when you take more buys. It's pumping, baby. It's pumping. Do I think 12 is too young to start trading? Nah, not at all.
I wish I started when I was 12.
In the beginning, how much hours did I put into reading? Obsessive amounts. No lie. Not in the very beginning, but once I started unlocking the power of it, it was ridiculous. Like, gang, I read over 100. I read over 100 books in a little more than a year. So
He is not lying.
I
bro.
was so locked in on reading. And I still do always keep a book with me and everywhere I go, pretty much. But yeah,
Like,
yeah, we were dialed.
it's not surprising to me, man, that Nick can just come on here for 4 hours and just drop gems for 4 hours straight. Like, I've seen what he did the last decade in all the books he read. It's crazy. Like, I've never seen anyone read more than Nick. That's for damn sure. Like, every book too. Like, you would come home with a new book, right? Didn't you have like a goal?
I'd be fired up.
At
I'd
one
be
point, you had a goal
hyped.
to read a book in a day, I think.
Yeah. Nah, I'd be hyped up to read. I'd be ready. I would read on like before I went to work in the morning, on my lunch break. I'd read before bed. I'd probably read like 3 times a day.
Like, if you weren't working, doing something with Amway, like, you were reading. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you
Yeah.
weren't, if there was like a time where you weren't doing anything, you were always reading with that time.
Yeah. All right, I'm interested here. I'm a little interested. I know we're going against the trend here, but there may be an opportunity for a counter trend trade. It's going to be dangerous. I'll probably go like 1 contract, but I think if we can make a top wick here, break that low, then you should see a bit of a move down somewhere into these levels here, like 33.94. But if this candle doesn't close below, then that's going to be a little difficult to do. So let's see. Trading mentors, I've had like 3 max. Yeah, I had
What would you?
3, 2, 1. We're gonna get a closure. It's gonna be above, so yeah, that's probably not gonna work. Yeah, I wanted to see this candle close very weak below here, so yeah. So the only thing we could do now is just wait. You know, I mean, if I want to see a pop up first, and if you get this like closure, right, and you start ranging here, then the sells below look pretty good. I'll stick around though. I'll stick around for a little bit, see if it can play out. So like,
If you were to get that,
Mhm.
if you would have got the inverted seller you're looking at before, what would you do? C risk?
yeah, I'd probably just go one contract or C, whatever. Yeah. I mean, we may still break the lows, but the confirmation would have been cleaner if we closed below and then start driving down. Yeah, trading mentors, I would say really just Raja. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just Raja, really. I had one other guy who helped me out a lot, and that was it. So just like two of them. Cat Williams? No, I didn't see how much he read. Yeah, but I think the biggest influence on me when it comes to trading has been Raja Banks. He's probably been the #1 mentor, and you know, now actually being able to talk with him like personally and stuff like that, it's helped out quite a bit too. It's getting dangerous. Raja, yeah, he's dope. What that resistance line you marked? It's over here at 34. So you got 3400, which is that I think it was the 15 range. Let me go back to it. Might have been a 30-minute. Where is it? Where'd that range go? Yeah, so this level right here. So pretty much above that, you're fairly clean, right? Up until like 3408. But at this point, you're gonna want to see a bit of a pullback, right? And then a fresh closure above here. And then if you get that closure above, now you're staring at like 80 pips of pretty clean traffic, right? So what you want to see is you want to see like a minor pullback and then a closure above, and then take the buys. Because other than that, I mean, you're just buying this overextended move here, and that's fine, right? But it's not that duplicatable. Yeah, if you're struggling a little bit in your prop firm, in this quarter two, I mean, me too. I was like twice. I was like a couple bucks away from a payout, and then 2 or 3 choppy days kind of chopped up some of my profits there. So if you're struggling a little bit here in like the tail end of quarter two, it's no big deal. I mean, the markets have been a little choppy. I'm not sure if you knew the market was open at 9:30. Yeah, I mean, you got 8 a.m., you got 8:20, you got 9:30. Those are like the main times I pay attention to.
Nick, did you know that, bro?
That 8:20 is the market open?
No, 9:30. The stock market. I'm just trolling with you though.
Yeah.
Like it's obviously, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, nah, we know about all those opens. Reading changed my life, W. Yeah, same. I think if I could look back at everything, reading was the biggest impact in my life, for sure.
Yeah, man, reading makes you smart. Reading makes you knowledgeable, you know? Gives you knowledge to apply, to turn into wisdom.
Yeah, what I like about reading is you get these little like real life scrimmages. So, you could put yourself in a situation before you ever get into it, especially if you're reading like leadership books or people skill books or anything like that. It's like a little scrimmage.
Right.
We're looking pretty good though. Pretty good on the month. 2 decently red days, but other than that, pretty solid. Pretty solid. So we'll see where we go from here. Friday.
Damn, we're already that far into July. Wow.
Dude, better wrap this up.
Oh, bro, snap. Yo, WDJ Scratchers, let's go, man. Love to hear that.
50 Cent's book? Yeah, I've listened to it a little bit on audio, but I never read it. I never like heard the full book. A good buy right now would just be waiting for support, unless you want to take the buy off that breakout, but the breakout is like way overextended in my opinion, But you see, I want you guys to take note of this. Remember we were talking about it earlier, how that when you're in a rallying market, that low right there being broken is typically all you'll get. And price will just keep ripping. That kind of acts as a new support, I guess.
And not even get a red candle on the 15-minute time frame is a rally.
Or the 30. 15 or 30.
Or the 30, bro. But even just the 15,
and 1
like,
hour,
not even
certainly
on the 15, crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, the wise guy, man. I would take a look at that data, man. That's why it's so important to collect data throughout your trades, throughout your journey, your trading journey, because when you go through adversity, when you go through like a failure, you have data to look back on to kind of get feedback to learn from, you know? So I would say hopefully you collect the data, and if you did, I would review that data and let that data, you know, kind of build you and let that data show you what's wrong. And if you haven't collected data, then now we can start collecting data. So if you do go do this again, right, like you'll have data to give you feedback from it.
Yeah. Guess what happens though? That takes time. So are you willing to put in the work? No, you know you can't collect a month's data in a day. Nope, you can't do it. Sorry. I know your mom would give you Fruit Loops instead of Cheerios anytime you wanted it, but you can't have everything you want here when you want it. In the real life, in the real world. I don't want I don't want Fruity Pebbles, Mom. I want Cheerios. Captain Crunch.
Damn it.
Yeah, just a pump day here, pretty much. Am I a scalper or I'm a scalper? Yeah, scalper. But I don't just scalp like any little move. I have a playbook and I wait for those plays to show up, and then I basically take like anywhere from 20 to like 60 pips, and then I'm out.
Everyone should watch the Playbook 2.0 video today. I think even if you watched it before, just rewatch it. It's fire.
This thing's still playing. That's hilarious. YouTube, right? Yeah, YouTube. Playbook. Yeah, if you guys have not seen the Playbook 2.0 video yet, I would highly recommend it. It's this video right here. And it's about a 40-minute video, and man, it'll really give you some insight on how we trade and how we pull, you know, profits from the market. But every single play I take is broken down. The mentality is explained, the mindset, why you should have a playbook, all that. Everything is covered here. So this is like a course. This video right here is a course in itself that I would highly recommend you take advantage of. The fact that it's free on YouTube is crazy. Like, this literally spills the beans on everything. I'm gonna have to snag that and put it in the Clubhouse only.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that actually. So make sure you watch it today, chat.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that. I know you guys go back to that video like every weekend, which is great.
Nah, that video really is good though, actually. And you not only do you explain like the setups and entries and the higher time frame a bit, but you also explain the importance of having a playbook and the importance of the path that, you know, a playbook can give you. This, you know, the results a playbook can give you, and how the professionals have a playbook as well. Like, everything that you said in that video is fire, right? Even outside the setups and entries itself.
Yeah. Give your garbage man, facts. Give your garbage man a gift card. Damn. That's like the bar of the day. Bless your local garbage man with a gift card. Y'all, hook your boy up, man. Hook your boy up. He'd be taking all your trash away. I got a gift card yesterday, man. I went to the steakhouse and like these guys were slacking hard. But you know what I like about going to like these fancy places? If they slack, they're like, yo, we got the whole bill. So they took care of my whole bill. Plus, they gave me $100 of gift cards. I was like, yo, that's lit. I'll be back. Because I like the place, but it's a steakhouse called Fleming's. Yeah, the first time we went, it was incredible. Yeah. The first time we went, it was good, but yesterday we went and like the service was horrible, bro. So they were messing stuff up. They were late on stuff, and they were just like, honestly, we messed this whole thing up. We got you with a free meal, plus I think they gave us like 2 or 3 $50 gift cards.
At least they did that. Damn.
They lost a lot of money because not only did they bring the food out wrong, then they bring it out wrong again, and it's all free, and then they give away. It's like,
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Fleming's, you know, they're solid. I'm gonna give them another chance. I think they were just, it was Sunday and there was a lot
Like
going
what?
on over there. So
Like what do they do? For example, like you ask for a fillet, what they bring out
sweet
like a
chili calamari with no sweet chili on it on the side comes out with it on it. Say, you know, we wanted it on the side. Sorry, we'll bring it back. And I ordered a burger just to try it. Like I wanted to just try their burger there. So I ordered that with the calamari. And the burger never came out. Calamari came out wrong. So they were like, all right, we'll redo it. And then they bring it back wrong again. Exactly how they
Really?
brought it the first time.
Oh,
Still
way.
no burger. I'm like, what's going on with this burger? I'm like, this thing's got to have magic in it or something. The guy's laughing. I'm like, so that happened. And then finally they brought the burger, but it was wrong. It had a whole bunch of, it was a different burger than we ordered.
Wow.
So I had to bring that back. So my appetizer came after my meal. It was wild. So they were like, yo, we got you. We completely messed this thing up here today on you.
Sheesh, bro.
I was like, ah, say less.
Yeah, where you're like, bet.
Take it.
You should
The steak was great though. My steak came out amazing.
right.
Yeah.
You should hit up the steakhouse that they just added in the outlets.
Yeah, I'm gonna. The
you see
Brazilian
that
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
Maybe go to that one today.
Wow, we're juicing. So the closure above, I guess we just juiced, but I can't take those buys. Those buys are out of my league.
Doesn't look like a playbook setup.
Any girls in the house, or is it just me? Nah, there's a bunch of girls here. Ladies.
There's a bunch of.
Nah, Fleming's is fire though. The first time I went, it was really good, and the steak was good too. This time, it was just an off day, Q. That's all. I'll tell him we'll come back in the week. Don't worry. Free food glitch. Please answer my question. Just ask it again. I must have missed it. Yeah, Fleming's is yeah. That's what I'm saying. We'll give him another shot. It's just dudes in here. I think our follower ratio is like kind of like our system, like 80-20, 70-30. Yeah, they did take ownership, C. Melly. That they did.
Back to Melly.
See, we got females here. We got females. There you go. A lot of ladies in the clubhouse. Yeah. Most of the ladies, they ditch the YouTube and they come straight to the clubhouse.
W. Shout out all the ladies here in the chat.
How can I collect data? Hit ! journal right now in that chat, and then this will pop up for you. And then what you could do is you could hit file, make a copy, delete all the data that I have in here, and then every single day now when you take trades, you come over here and you go, okay, this trade was taken at 10 o'clock in the morning. Whoops, my bad. Right, you come over here, you go 10 a.m. Oh, there we go. Wait, what happened here? TK, why is this not writing? Anyway, so you come, oh, that's why, because I have it off now. All right, so you come here. Normally there's going to be some drop downs and things like that that you can tap use. Drop all those down, pick your pair, put the time that you took the trade, the date, the pair, whether it was a buy or sell, the setup that you took, the entry that you took, and then what time frame it was taken on, right? So you have all that. Then you put how much you risked on that trade and then the end result of it. Just do this over and over and over and over again for the rest of the year, and you'll at that point have some data. You'll be able to look into that data. You'll be able to see what's working, what's not working, screenshot a picture of the trade. That way you have a before and after, and then that'll tell you basically everything you need to know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And once you start doing that, you're gonna start to get way, like, you're gonna actually have eyes on your trading now versus just random trades, and you'll be able to figure it out from there. Yeah, you see, we got ladies. They're all in the clubhouse. See? Holla. See them all? You know, W. Ladies.
What up, ladies?
Yeah. There you go. Ladies are better traders. Ladies, yeah. Ladies are a little smarter sometimes than men.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. Wow. Gold is gone. Let's take a look
Nick,
at
bro.
NQ. Sheesh.
NQ too. Same plan on both, bro.
Goldie is flying. I know. It does look unreal. It does.
Maybe I'll trade NQ today and wait for a support. Nick, you know what I'm about to say, right?
Nah, I don't. I wish I was a future. I wish I could tell the future, but.
So, Nick.
Oh, yeah. What time is it? 10? Johnny Dips?
Hey, man. It's not Johnny Dips, chat. You know that. 10:18. If like a support was about to show up, like I'd be here still. But like since like we still haven't even got a pullback, you know.
No pullback.
Maybe if support was forming here, chat.
As an 18-year-old, what was my dream car? Nissan 350Z. Yeah, that's probably more like 16, but yeah. Unusual to see gold. Yeah, gold and NQ both ripping here, both to the upside too.
John's usually gone by now, bro. That's cap. Honestly. Go back for the last 2 years and you'll see me here, always here after 10.
Stop the cat.
But yeah, it's hilarious.
He put in some overtime.
And I've been on the charts earlier than some of y'all as well. So.
Were you in London tonight, John?
Nah, I wasn't.
It doesn't matter then. No, I was kidding. Pre-New York?
Yeah, I was there. I've been on the charts since 6 a.m. technically. Almost a full day's of work here, chat. Dang.
Almost a full 8 hours. Sheesh.
Word, bro.
Kids work.
Hey, man, good. Luckily, I call it after 5, though.
Boom, boom, boom.
It doesn't even matter, Louis G, for real.
We got you figured out. They got you figured out, John.
They got me figured out. What a thought.
Some tips on holding losers. I mean, I would just come up with a good trade manager. So every single trade that you take, you have to have a plan, right? So you have to have 2 plans. One if it goes your way, one if it goes against you, you know? So I would just, before every trade, these plans have to be thought up. So how will you manage it, right? So basically, once you have the trade in front of you, you want to put together a plan to say, hey, if we move into profits, this is my plan. If we move into drawdown, this is my plan, right? And, you know, work your best at cutting losers, you know, making them smaller than, you know, they should be. And Raja said it once before. He said, you know, managing your trade is, or managing risk is just as important as winning a trade. And it's true, you know what I mean? So if you could lose small, that'd be great.
Sir.
What strategy do you use to stay profitable as a trader? This one right here. Yeah, Playbook 2.0.
Watch Playbook 2.0.
I'll link it right here for you. That way you ain't even got to go nowhere. Just bam. Yeah, so in this video,
bro.
I'll talk to you about the playbook. I'll talk to you about setups. I'll talk to you about entries. I'll draw them all out here. I'll give you the mentality on why you should have a playbook. What's the reasons for having a playbook? I'll talk to you a little bit about traders that don't have a playbook versus traders that do and whatnot. So just take the time, run through this whole video. It'll be a very, very good investment into the future of your trading business.
Yeah. Nick takes like 10 to 15 minutes before like explaining, like before he like breaks down the setups and entries, like he'll take like 10 to 15 minutes talking, but do not skip that part. Trust me, that's the best part of the video, honestly. Because he's talking to you about the importance of a playbook and how like professional traders use a playbook, all that stuff.
Yep. Yeah, this is where I start getting into it. So I start now telling how I develop my playbook and all that stuff. So yeah, check it out. Do yourself a favor and watch the full video. Best loser wins is easier said than done, for real. It is. It is. You know, and that's why most people don't win in life, right? Because they're not willing to go through the losing part of winning. So, you know, I see it with my kids now, right? So Leia, she loves to win, but not necessarily does she like to lose, you know, and I don't think any of us like to lose, right? But I see it with my kids now, and don't take this the wrong way, but some of you guys remind me of my kids. Because when they lose, they whine, they cry, they're little babies, a little annoying little, right? And some of you guys do that when you lose trades as grown adults. So every time you do that, I want you to think about how much of a child you're acting like, right? So you have to get really good at losing. And this is something I'm teaching Alea and Maverick now, is they play each other. And no matter what, the winner has to shake the loser's hand. The loser has to shake the winner's hand. They both have to tell each other, great job. Because I want them to start getting used to the fact that it's okay to lose, right? That you can always get it on the next game, or you can always win on the next trade, and every single loss is a bit of a lesson, right, to be learned. So we try and highlight the little lesson. We give each other high fives. We tell each other, great job. And that way losing doesn't seem like it's a bad thing, right? Like, They've deceived us into thinking that failure was bad, right? But we know that failure is what leads to success, don't we? So why would they tell us failure is bad? Will blow your whole mind up. Blow your whole mind up, right? So where they told us failure was bad, yet that leads to success, what are they trying to keep us away from then? Another mind-blowing one right there, right? So that's why they'll yell at you when you lose, or they'll degrade you when you lose, right? Or a loser seems to be a bad thing in most people's minds, yet it's actually what pushes us towards winning the most. So, you know, get comfortable losing, right? The best loser wins. There's losing or failure is literally just stepping stones to get you to where you want to be. Most people just don't lose enough to develop the stepping stone to get there. So they always watch it. They always look at it in the distance. Man, I wish I could have that car. Oh, I wish I could live that life. Oh, I wish I could do that. I wish I can go there. I wish I could do that, because they're not willing to fail enough to create the stepping stones that lead them over to that next area, right? So I tell my kids, fail fast and often, and learn the lessons, and that's what I would tell you guys too.
Fail forward, learning from it as well. And especially trading too, where like you can be wrong and still be amazing trader. Like you could take losses, still be an amazing trader. Like all the 8-figure traders take losses. Like, so in trading, like losses are inevitable. Like they're gonna happen every year, every month, right? Like, so especially in trading, like you have to become a good loser. And like Nick says, you know, losses teach you things. And if you're coming from other areas like sports and stuff, like, you know, you look at that a little bit differently, losing. But in trading, you have to understand that it's inevitable and it's just part of the game. So you might as well get used to it. Yes, sir. Exactly, DJ. Yes, sir.
You've got to unlearn to relearn. You know, you've got to accept the fact that maybe everything you were taught wasn't actually the truth, right? So you got to learn how to unlearn to relearn. And a lot of that comes through mentorship and being a part of groups like this and communities like this. And if you guys aren't in the Clubhouse and you want to go deeper on this type of stuff, join the Clubhouse. I mean, that's where we're really focused all day, every day. Is multiple sessions a day in there. Those webinars, we talk about a lot of this, and that's why you see people in the Clubhouse starting to take losses better. They're starting to take winning better, because look, winning can hurt you too. A lot of people be jumping up and down, get all excited about wins, thinking like they're the best thing since sliced bread. But we win a lot here on this stream, but you never see us jump up and down, right? You never see us go all crazy when we win and celebrate our wins, because it's just regular for us, right? It's just us following our system, following our plan. I mean, we expect to win, right, when we do the right things. So a lot of times if you're jumping up and down or you're all excited about your winner, chances are you probably didn't even believe that you could win that trade. So you're so happy that you did, right? Or you did something so random that you're just happy you won the trade. But when when you flow like us and we just do the same things every day, we don't get too overexcited about our wins. We don't get upset about our losses. We just stay calm, cool, and composed, like no matter what. That's when you're gonna, start winning at a new level. The losses don't affect us. Neither do the wins, to be honest. We really don't really care about much of that. We just care about being a good example and following our trading plan every day.
Like I said today, chat, like I have one goal today, and that's to follow my plan. Win or loss, trade or no trade, like as long as I follow my plan, I'm winning the day.
How many trades I usually take per month? I don't know. Let's ask TradeZilla. TradeZilla.
Like we're good for like a trade a day, maybe. Like especially if you're in every session.
I would say a trade a day. Yeah. 1 to 3 trades a day is my sweet spot. Anytime you see like 5, that's because like there was an Asian session trade that maybe should have been on this day, or I don't know. I don't like the way TradeZilla does it.
I don't like how they do it with Asian.
Yeah. But I mean, these are my months right here. This is June, so we almost trade every day. We show up every day, right? So not every day is there a setup, but some days there are, some days there aren't. May we didn't trade as much, but we traded very accurate. So yeah, that's it.
If you can look to take 1 to 2 trades a day, like even with no trade days in your P&L, like in your month, like the 1 to 2 trades a day will kind of balance itself out, like over a long course of days, like to have taken a trade every day, sort of.
Yep. Yeah. So pretty much every day. A couple days I don't take trades, but other than that, 1 or 2, and I stay accurate, and keeps me profitable.
Yes, sir. Q, love it, man. Love it, bro. Hey, we'll keep that up.
Yep. So when I ask, hey man, how'd your day go? And you tell me, well, I made $700, or I lost 700. That's I didn't ask what you made or lost. I said, how'd your day go? So a lot of people like associate money with themselves, their performance, their identity, and that's why you're never happy, because money will never make you happy, right? It's unlimited supply of it. So the moment you think you have it, you don't, right? I say, hey man, I got a supercar. They're like, really? Only one? I'm like, what? They're like, yeah. Is that your first one? I remember when I first got my first supercar. I'm like, damn, so there's levels, right? There's levels to the game, and if you're gonna need that money to be happy, you're never gonna be satisfied, because there's always someone doing more than you, and you're just gonna be undersatisfied there. So yeah, when I ask, hey, how'd the trading day go, it should be, hey man, I followed my plan to the T today. Or it should be, I made a mistake, I was impatient, I got FOMO, and I broke my plan a little bit, right? So that's the day, not how much or how little you made or whatever the case is.
Yep. Amen to that, bro. It's facts. This goes off of what the professionals say. Like everything we say, we've got that knowledge from the people who went before us and got successful at what we're doing now. And you don't even have to trust us, right? Test us. Just test what we say. Don't trust it.
During London sesh, what's the higher time of volume? 1:30 a.m. till about 4 a.m. So that's why we stream at that time. So we could try and get the pre-London volume or the London Open volume. Yeah, and then in terms of, because I think you were asking about joining the Clubhouse, like when the trades are taken. These are, if you come down here, these are, so we pretty much take trades a lot in every session. Yeah, because these are the sessions here. This is London session, this is New York session, and then that's Asian. So we trade pretty much in every session.
Right. I feel like if you could trade even just 1, but 2 to 3 sessions, I think you're definitely good for 1 to 2 trades a day.
Yeah. And all you need is 1.
Yeah, all you need is 1.
Like all you need is 1 trade, and you can make. I mean, again, everyone's playing the game at a little bit of a different level, but I mean, 1 trade a day is pretty good. 1 good trade, you can call it.
Right.
Okay, so what's this 4-hour candle gonna do here? It did the exact opposite, honestly, of what I thought it would do. So we got a crazy rally here today.
Probably maybe a
That's
move
funny.
later on in the New York session, maybe Asian session.
Yeah. How did the one trade per day change me and my discipline? Well, it's basically like someone gave me one bullet a day, you know? So if I was starving and I had one bullet in a day, I wouldn't really waste it on shots that I didn't think were really going to hit the target, and that the target was actually something that can feed me, right? Or the group or the family or whatever, the tribe. So when you only have one bullet every day, you're very wise with it, you know, and you make sure that wherever your prey is, that it comes straight to you, that you have to do very little effort to get it, right? Because you only have the one bullet. So chances are if you had 10 bullets, you would approach that hunt a little bit differently, right? But you only got one. So every single day I left myself pretty much one trade. And it was either a winner or a loser, and I called it a day. And I did that for like a year. And ultimately that shaped me into being a disciplined trader, where even now where I have the skill set, where I'm more rounded in my skill set, now I'm still that disciplined, which is crazy. And now I could really take the best trades and get a little bit more aggressive with good ideas. And that's why, you know, I've done so well this year. I think experience has really came full circle this year and helped me out, especially me trading multiple sessions as well, has really just added fuel to the fire that was already, you know, roaring.
Right.
10 trades every session. Yeah, some people do that and make money too.
At the end of the day, like every strategy kind of balances itself out. Like you may have a better RR but less of a win rate, you know, or you may take more trades but less risk, you know, or you may take less trades but more risk, you know. I feel like as long as you got something that's working and making money, you're good.
Wow, just straight up here on gold.
Yeah. Let's call it, bro.
He wants to call it. What do you guys think, chat?
Sure.
Anyone? I'd love to answer. If you guys have any more questions or anything like that, I mean, I'd love to hang out. But if not, then, you know, we can certainly get a move on it.
Yeah, Shamar, you know, when we usually always advise people just 1 to 2 trades per day, right? When you get more experience, maybe 1 to 3, but that's really it, right? And whether you want to do that 1 session, 2 sessions, 3 sessions, that's all up to you, you know, and your own schedule and stuff. But I would say 1 to 2 trades a day is the sweet spot.
True. Are we pushing into a new range? Yeah, but the best range now is going to be probably a closure above 12. But now it's you have to make a decision. Do you want to take that trade without any sort of pullback? Right? So that's where it becomes difficult. And for me, if it's that difficult, then I just stay away. Next supercar? I don't know. I want to help people get supercars. That's what I want to do. So I want to help others come along with me and just experience, you know, the amazing life of freedom and, you know, being your own main character in this real life GTA game I'm playing.
TK, what's up, brother?
But probably a 488 Pista, maybe a SVJ, if you really want to know.
That's PJ.
It's not like it's on my wall or anything already. It's, you know, just no. I'm really like keen on serving people now. See, like I mean, I've been doing that, right? But now I want to see who else can come along, right? Who else can do it just as big as I can? Because if you do it big, but you don't have others to do it big with, it's like, you know what I mean? So I want to see how many people I could help now. Just, you know, take things to the next level.
Purpose.
What's your advice to to clear prop firm challenges using this strategy. Wait for really good high probability setups and then go big on them. Keep a tight stop, previous candle or current candle stops, and wait for the best trade and then just pop off on it. Yeah, that's how I sometimes pass these challenges in like a couple days, 4 or 5 days. I usually do that. But to be honest, the opportunity hasn't quite been there. But I've still been playing just a smart game on this account here. So this day could have very easily been an $1,100 day. That was the day I messed up on my closure. But yeah, since I started this account on Monday, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, man, me too. Like as well, like that's the way I've been able to get funded over 5 times this year. By of course following the playbooks, but not being conservative with my risk, being aggressive with my risk, and not being afraid to go half margin or full margin when the setup shows up, on the combine or the eval, because I understand it's a small fee. And, the goal for me, at least when I'm in the funded stage, is to get funded. Like, maybe that's not the goal for a beginner, but I'm kind of talking to more experienced traders. And yeah, that's what's worked for me. And that's what I learned from Nick. Be aggressive with the risk on the combines and then lower the risk down once you are funded.
Yep. Yeah, a little bit. Yep. Will I do a podcast with Raja in Dubai? Probably when we go out there. Yeah, that'll be epic.
That'd be wild.
Requirements for lower time frame, target tapped. So I would say either this here, right? This is good, or this one here. I would actually probably say don't. I'm not too sure exactly what you have here, but I would say
that's the 4-hour chart.
Oh yeah. Exactly. So I would do that. The inverted celery or the fade or whatever. Or if you just don't like that, then just wait for maybe like this new range to form and then closure below.
Yeah.
So pretend that's not there, that red candle. Let's just say it's like a small red candle. I would do that. Yeah, but that
you only want. Sorry.
My bad. This one is gonna be your best bet. The break of the low right there, because usually if you're waiting for the onion, aka like a resistance to form, it's gonna form, but it's gonna close like that. And at that point, a lot of sellers try and get in here, but they've already missed the move, right? So at that point, don't even look for that sell anymore. You've got your pullback there, and most likely, this buy will probably play out as well. Or just wait for like a fresh closure, like I just drew up, and then take the sell like that.
And when you're doing these target tap concepts, like you really want the 15 to 30 minutes to look like that, kind of how it looks, something like that, and not how it looks now, like where we're just rallying up, like where we see like no bearish candles, there's no like bearish trend to the left, you know what I'm saying? Like, so stay away from this like in a rally trend like today.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Vani, man, that could be like a winner's curse. Like that's happened to me. Like I've had a couple good months in a row, and then like out of nowhere, like the last couple months are just terrible. Like that's happened to me before, and that's mainly happened because of like this thing that Mark Douglas likes to call the winner's curse. Like you become so good, like you're having good months, 2 months in a row, 3 months in a row. And now you're thinking like, all right, I'm the best, like I'm the man, like I can predict these moves and stuff, and then you start to lose, right? You take good losses, and now you're thinking like, oh man, I'm doing something wrong because like I was just killing it, like now I'm losing, like I just won the last 10 trades, like I must be doing something wrong. Right now you're starting to not analyze in probabilities anymore, you're analyzing certainties because of your ego. Your ego says that you are an amazing trader and can't be wrong, right? The reality of the markets is that you can be wrong and it's uncertain, right? So now your mind makes you think that your ego is saying that you can't be wrong, right? And now when you are wrong in the markets, it's making you kind of go off tilt. Now you're trying to analyze certainties. You're getting analysis paralysis. You're not looking at things in probabilities anymore, right? You're revenge trading. You're doing things you weren't doing according to the edge because of your ego thinking that it's you but not the edge, right? So once you get involved, that's where you start getting tempted to trade your emotions and not trade probabilities anymore. I hope that makes some sense.
Yep. Lowest time frame I use is like 15 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. If I start with 700, how much you think I should risk per trade if I join the Clubhouse? Probably like less than $100 per trade. Definitely like $50. How do you describe today's market? Rally market. Raja took a buy. Yeah, I seen that. It looks like he took a buy right here, which that's a trade I would never take, like this one here. So again, maybe his experience helps him here, but there's nothing, nothing there for me. I'm not sure what the confluence was, but maybe just the rally itself. Job takes up most of my day, and I can't trade New York because of it. Yeah, I mean, the crazy part about it is I'm going to go, oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I really wish you could trade New York during that session, and I feel bad for you, but the game doesn't care. The game of success is like, okay, well, figure something else out. You know what I mean? So I would just say figure out another way to win. Like figure out maybe a different session or some way around it. You know what I mean? There's got to be a way around it, brother.
Different session, different job, something. When there's a will, there's a way. You just gotta think. Maybe spend some time thinking about a solution for your problem.
Yep. There's
because for
definitely
every
a solution.
legitimate problem, for most legitimate problems, there's a legitimate solution. So it's there. You just gotta think and look for it. Think and grow rich.
Yeah. I wouldn't quit your job while you're still struggling a bit in trading. You just get some more, like consistent good results, and then maybe look into it. Yeah, I wouldn't leave yet. Because the worst feeling is now having to go back to work after you already quit. It sucks, right? So I would probably just still work until, even though you have 2 years worth of savings, that's amazing, right? Like, keep stacking that nest egg up, and then just get a little bit more consistent in your day-to-day profitability, and then I think you can probably take that leap.
Yeah, especially if you're a new beginner. Like if you're a beginner, your job's actually going to help you, quit it one day. It's going to give you cushion, safety. Yeah,
too much stress while trading. Not everyone could really do that. Raja's trade was the 15 minute. Yeah, I see it. I think it was this one here. It was like the new 4 hour. I think. I don't know. It was either here or here. Can't really. Oh, London session? Oh, damn. Oh, my bad. I thought it was here. I thought it was this one.
Yeah, Devani and Kaplan, that's exactly what I mean, about the winner's curse. You have a couple of good months in a row, and then your ego starts to think you can predict things, but you can't predict things in an uncertain environment, right? It's just uncertain. So you start analyzing certainties and not probabilities, and that's where I think you can go wrong, and I think that's the winner's curse right there. Because now you're going to trade your ego and not your plan. So simple solution to that problem, right? You're trading your ego. Stop trading your ego. Start to trade your plan.
You got to chill with the ego. This thing could be gone in an instant. Yeah, once you get too full of yourself, right? We've seen it happen so many times. People catch wind of success. They start acting like they can never go back to where they were. And sure enough, they get sent right back. So don't let success get to your head. Don't let failure get to your heart. You just stay composed daily.
There.
Yes. Ray Slay Capital. I like it. That's my recommendation. It may not be exactly what you want to hear. It probably wouldn't have been what I wanted to hear back in the day if I asked that question with 2 years of, stuff saved up, but I think that's the right answer there. I wouldn't want you to start trading under this crazy amount of pressure and, just consistently thinking of, did I make the right choice? Did I make the right choice? How much cooler would it be if you continue stacking, you had like 2.5 years of bills and all that, and then you've been consistently profitable literally week after week after week after week. Now you can quit your job and be like, hey, I'm onto something here. I can quit my job with peace of mind, knowing that I've got a good skill set. I've been profitable for, couple weeks straight now. And yeah, that's probably the way I would do it.
Sir.
I don't really like to share my story too much because I know I'm a bit of the exception. Like, I quit my job before I even, had profits. So, but I know that's not the best advice.
You also went through some crazy times as well.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. And again,
most people would have quit.
Yeah,
if they went through what you went through.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I think most people are quitting, definitely.
You never know. Too bad knowing I've obtained a skill set that can pay me. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? In life, you have, like, let's say these like 2 cups, right? First one is money. The other one is experience, right? So as your money cup begins to dwindle, right? It starts to go down, right? Your experience begins to go up, right? For what you, especially here in trading. So a lot of times you have to trade money for experience, but then eventually that experience will fill that money tank right back up. Does that make sense? So you drain all your money by developing all the experience, and then eventually the experience comes back and refills your cup over and over until it overflows and overflows and overflows and overflows. So that's the game. So the question is, can you be steadfast enough and consistent enough to get there? Because it will pay
bro.
you.
That's why education always beats money, because the person with the education is always going to get the money, especially in the markets, and the person with the money is always going to get the education. Yep. How
do you stick to your trading plan even when you feel like tempting? So feelings are overrated. Feelings don't move me. You know what I mean? Logic moves me. So maybe like handcuffs. So handcuffs over here, and the only way to unlock it is if the playbook setup shows up. So you keep your hands cuffed, and then if you go to take a trade, then you have to drop a sledgehammer on your hand afterwards. And then slowly you'll start to train your hands, because I know it's not you, it's just your hands. Your hands are pressing the buttons and making the trades, right? So you'll train your hands eventually not to break the rules, otherwise, your hands will break. Who's the winners? If you want a giveaway this weekend, say hello. I'll pick another 10 winners from that same post. So if you don't know what post it is, you're too late. You'll have to wait on the next one. All right, NQ coming back. Let's see Goldie here. Yeah, Gold's got nothing just yet. Will we come back for the 4-hour low here? I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to bring this into Asian.
Oh, snap, Dylan. Dylan, did you ask me if you won? I think you did, right? Maybe you won, bro. Maybe. Check your DM. All right, I think I'm going to head out. There's not much happening. Gold's rallying. Tomorrow will probably be a much better day. This is just a straight move up here today. Just a bullish move. Yeah, no pullbacks, no entries, no nothing. So I'm fine. I will settle in here. I'll wait for Asian Sesh to come back and, look for the next best trade. Yeah. That's it. That's it for the day. Just staring at gold move up is always fun on a Monday. And I'm sure this week will bring us plenty of opportunities and we'll get paid very well for our patience here today. So that is it for me. I will be back. We'll see you guys in Asian session. If you guys aren't in the Clubhouse and you want to join us for Asian, come on in. And we'll be live tonight, and then London and pre-New York, and then back here tomorrow. Cool? So that's it, Johnny Gems. Appreciate you being here. Great conversations here today. Good questions, everyone. Always appreciate John for popping up and hitting us with some gems.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you for your gems as well, man. So I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Yep.
All right,
see you
cool.
later,
Hope you
brother.
guys all have a good day. All right, awesome. God bless you all. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Later, G.
Peace, bro.
Last question. So you've been trading for this long and only stick with your playbook? That is correct. That is correct, my friend. That is the new cool thing to do. Stick with your playbook for a very long time. You want to be cool to me? Stick to your playbook. Be disciplined. Be a professional. And that's what impresses me, and that's what will impress your P&L as well. So appreciate y'all being here today. Thanks for all the good questions. I hope this stream has taught you something, impacted you in any way. If you guys want to join the Clubhouse, go to timedtrading.com, lock it in, and I'll see y'all back in Asian session tonight. All right. Peace, G's. Have a great day. Much love. See you guys in the next session. Let's go. We out. Love y'all. Peace. Later, gang. I'm out.
On me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake. Just tap to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you fuck your face. Pull up in the church in a rave. You know going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep 1K, just pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost, you won't smoke with any.
So you buy me bae, greed and sway, lowly humble, which one lays? Then demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas pace. Let go, let grace, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strength. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my wife. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate, body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like Olympics, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical, need no rituals. Grace of God is on continual, my boy.
We ain't taking no L's. No. Saints breaking out of cells. Go. The battle's been won. He said it's done. So we ain't taking no L's. Hey, we seeing W's all in the chat. It's like a home run straight off of the bat. Lion the Judah, the cat out the bag. I can't dilute it, I'm bringing the facts like I was lost, but now I'm found. Trapped in darkness till you came around. Broken chains all falling to the ground. We ain't taking no L's. No. Saints breaking out of cells. Go. thinking you make gun wild, just wait around when he told you to run, told you to run. Run a race at the pace that you're supposed to. Break through, man, there's nothing that he won't do. Broken chains all fall into the ground. We ain't taking no L's, no, 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 no. Safe breaking out of cells. Go, 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 go. The battle's been won. He said that it's done. So we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. Hey, we ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. No L's. Hey, taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's. We ain't taking no L's.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
God gave me the keys, so I'm logging in. Had to get off TikTok, watch how I be clocking in. Got the Holy Spirit on the stage when I was walking in. If you got a problem with me, you gon' have to talk to him. Big facts. This little heaven off a big stack. So that Range Rover Deuces, I don't miss that. Had to get on my excuses on a diss track. I be walking where the truth is, ain't no zigzag, no more. Tell him adios. Started from the bottom, now we with the Holy Ghost. Only way to get up high is if you get down low, ayy. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it drop. Yeah, whoa, yeah. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it drop. Yeah, whoa. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it drop. Yeah, whoa. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it drop. I never stopped, God brought me to the top. Guess I gotta wait around to see how hard it drop, 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 just kill the beat. It's a whole song about humility. I stay clear where the ceilings see, cause I know that's where many other villains be. Me and my fam try to keep a low profile. Head stay straight, don't worry about a profile. Can't burn out when you keep it on the low dial. They say no, wait, now they saying oh wow. No more over, tell him adios. Started from the bottom, now we with the Holy Ghost. Only way to get up high is if you get down low, ayy. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it drop. Yeah, whoa, yeah. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it drop. Yeah, whoa. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it drop. Yeah, whoa. Had to make it to the top just to see how hard it drop. I never stopped, God brought me to the top. Guess I gotta wait around and see how hard it drop. Okay, yeah, yeah. Hey, how you start is how you finish. Like 9 to 5, we stand on business. Just to catch up, you gon' need a village. Okay, we got no limits, huh? We got no limits, huh? Yeah, I put on my J's, you already know the dealer. But this ain't a game, this is life, this is a killer. He'll try to trap your soul, I ain't talking Bryson Tiller. But really he's a dog standing next to a gorilla. My ability to go grill a beat is from Elohim. Ain't no competition in my game, it's just me on me. And this composition ain't for fame, it's for G.O.D. Tell the devil go back where you came, cause we walking free. Hop on the stage and I'm ready for war. I'm not the same.